the screen. Pre-market runners turning red into green. V-web check, yeah, I'm watching that line. ESNQ moving, gotta read it in time. Support resistance, where they fake, where they break. Volume spike heavy, yeah, I'm in for the take. No FOMO trade, stick to plan, stay slim. Cut it quick if it flips, that's sink or swim. Sink or swim when the bell goes off. No emotion in the trade, cut it, no loss. Ride the wave, don't fall, don't bend. One shot in the market, sink or swim, yeah. From the open to the close we win.
Nice, nice. Uh-oh. Test, test, 1, 2. Come on, guys. Mayday. Oh, good good morning from Sink or Swim, guys. Where where we sink or swim on the daily. All you pirates, grab a cup of coffee and join us on the plank. Sorry, guys. I wasn't smart enough to go to college, so I don't have any naked tag stories or anything, so hello, hello, test for Greg.
Fuck me.
Go for Greg.
There we go. Now it's working. Son of a bitch at 9:30. Morning, gang. First off, wow. Super exciting that we had our first song ever work today. So thank you, Snakeskin, because he's the one that created that beautiful masterpiece for me.
Nice.
And I think it's brilliant, you know?
Good job.
And then unfortunately, messing around with all that stuff, my microphone didn't stink and work. So sorry, gang, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Yesterday was total frustrating chaos. We literally rocket shipped up 1,000 points, and somehow I lost money. We just kind of stuck in that stinking short, man. So we have a little bit of wood to chop today, but that's okay. Because that's what we're here for. We grind our axes and we're ready to rip. Let's see what the market has in store. ES is still pumping up. NVIDIA kind of did the same thing we just did. Had a nice little spikety spike up. Qs has a small little gap to the downside. And VIX is down to 17.5. How insane is that?
And that's why our candles are getting so much slower, right? I
Oh
mean, our
my
volatility's going down.
God, dude.
The
Yeah, I
trends
can't.
are the trends should be easier to find.
I don't know, man. If we have another small candle day, I don't know if I can do it. Like right now, the candle range is 13. We're 1 minute into market open, and our candle range is 13. I need like a good 30-point candle range. So if I make the wrong decision, there's a good amount of
Yeah.
buffer in there for usually, you to kind of get out or average down a little bit better. Man, so yeah, good morning, everybody. Cowboy, Isaiah, Snakeskin, H-Town, Driving Obsession. Thank you guys all so much for joining us today. Hopefully you guys got to hear that beautiful masterpiece of a song in the beginning, because we're trying to be cool like Cowboy. You know? We got to have our own branded songs now. We got our merch. Though we still, I don't know. I don't have no stinking website, man. This guy's got a website and everything. I gotta get a website eventually now. I gotta get my Shopify. I gotta.
The day's still early, though.
You know?
The day's still early.
Day's still early.
He's got the whole day in front of him.
Actually, you know what I really badly want to do today? I really badly want to mow my grass today.
I wish you were here. I'd let you mow two yards for me today.
I know. Hey, bud, since you love it so much, you want to do mine? You know? Holy NVIDIA, just absolutely pump-a-lumping again.
Yeah, man, we came right back down to those EMAs and then just rocket shipped back up. Not rocket ship, but back up 35 points.
Yeah, dude, pretty damn well. I know I'm getting tempted to try to just hop on along today and see if today's just going to be longy day again. We do have our EMAs fanning out a little bit nice. What was our... So at 5 o'clock last night, we had a spike. Whoa, we had a weird spike at 1 a.m. We went all the way up to 26,058 at 1 a.m.
And remember that 58 or 60 area, I think, wasn't that our EMA or our pivot point yesterday, I bet?
Yeah, y'all.
It's way up there now, but I'm pretty sure 60 was what we were looking for yesterday.
Man, that 925 candle, 5-minute candle, doesn't have a bottom wick on it. Usually that'd get me all excited, but man, I'm so burned from the shorts yesterday. I don't know. I think it's just longies all day, but we'll see. I mean, look at this. This is actually kind of crazy right now. This is an opening candle right now, and it's not a bad stop. You could go long right now, and it's only a 30, 40-point stop. Actually kind of crazy, right? Usually that's like 100 points or something. Friggin' Marco's wife already passed 2 evals. It's 9:34.
Yeah.
Which I saw the little thing from Marco too. He was considering doing the 15-second today. I'm curious how it's going for him, sir. When are we gonna dip our toes in? Here's our 9:35 candle right now. 5-minute range is set. Hey, good morning, Stack Z. Always great to see you, sir. I hope you're having a phenomenal start to the day so far. Man, we only had one kiddo in our house last night, so I didn't wake up until like 9:05. You're seeing unshowered Greg right now. This is basically a roll out of bed, let the ducks and goats out, and then struggle over the egg chair, Greg. That's what we're seeing right now. I like this wick coming down. We're still forming a nice little bull flag here. What do we think, gang? Hey, Melly! Morning. How are we doing today? It's great to see yous. We haven't seen you in a little bit, I feel like. I miss you. Really getting tempted on the long here. We're basically right dead smack in the middle of our 5-minute range, though. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. We did have a nice little wickety wick down here to the 21. Yeah, we're kind of missing it, though, I guess, huh? Let's see if she sinks back down to the 21 or not. Maybe a little halfway down retracement.
Yeah, I mean, any other normal day, the short would look awesome right here, I think.
Yeah.
The 1 minute looks more like it's going to push through. We'll see what happens. See if we push through this high.
936.32. Strong wick trying to push up. EMAs are fanned out nice. Good to have you back, Melly. Good to have you back. Actually, you would have been excited on Monday. I feel like you're the one that usually gets excited about the animals. On Monday, we had a surprise duckling guest on the show, which I didn't even know was happening. Apparently, my wife has a friend that just adopted 3 little runner black female ducks that are only, I don't know, like 2 weeks old. and they decided this is not an endeavor that we want to take on. So randomly midstream, you know, my wife brought 3 ducks home. I told my job I think I have a stomach bug today. Dude, Isaiah, I literally just saw a reel this morning of a guy. It was like a British guy that was sitting at a pub drinking a beer, and you know, his buddy's filming him, and then the boss walks up from behind him really quick, and he's like, "Oh, sick, huh? Just called in sick this morning, huh?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, man, I am sick. My apartment's right there, and I don't know, you know." It was kind of funny. And then the boss took the beer from him. Man, I'm getting FOMO-y on this stinking long again. If it just starts ripping. Yesterday's just...
You know, it was one of those deals, you know, a candle ago, I was thinking, oh, this short's definitely going to play out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely confusing. It's a little bit of a bull flag on the 5-minute, but we don't have a bottom wick on this 925 candle, which would bring us down to 994. We're forming a little bit of a bear flag now on this 1 minute right here. We have a lot of crazy wicks going on. So basically everything that I'm saying isn't helpful. Think I just haven't had dairy in 3 months and had some last night. Dang, man. That's a long time without dairy. I'm one of those people that unfortunately is kind of obsessed with dairy. I'm a grown-ass man that still drinks milk. I know it's kind of silly, but I don't know what it is, man. Nice. Fuck me. Here it is. Talked myself out of it. Man, VIX is still going down, too. We have 2 seconds left of this candle. This might be one of those silly days where just longs is the way. Buy it long and forget your name. You could have longed till that data high, says Isaiah. I agree, sir. Maybe instead of talking about dairy, we should talk about trading today. Man, I don't know, guys. It's my ADHD brain. Maybe you guys love it. Maybe you guys hate it. But yeah, I know. I literally just start this camera, and I just start talking, and I have no idea what comes out of this mouth, you know? And it's like 2 hours later, I sign off, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't stop talking the whole time. What the hell did we talk about? What did we say?
Yeah. Sometimes we're hearing all this for the first time, too, guys. Greg's hearing some of the stuff he says for the first time, too. So.
100%. What? 100%. All right, 58. Son of a gun. Why didn't we take that? Ha, 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 ha. Let's see if we have a little bit of rejection now or not. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, it feels like yesterday where it's like, well, it's stupid to do the long now, but then 1,000 points later. I mean, maybe 26,086 might have a little bump. Or like the 100s, the 120s, you know. If we get to that January high. Cowboy goes, Greg's hearing some of these stories for the first time too. That is so funny. Man, that is one of my realistic fears, though, is getting dementia eventually, right? I would hate to eventually have that day where you just can't remember the good stories and everything. Be quite sad. Marco, all right, I'm starting the day green, boys, and you guys already know that my wife is done trading. She had a rough day. She traded for a whole 3 minutes. Damn. But now, is that because she blew it in 3 minutes, or is that because she passed it in 3 minutes? I'm guessing she passed it. 3 minis at 26.10. I'm up. Damn. Yeah, that would do it. That would do it, sir. I got to start putting some stinking trades on. That bull flag that we talked about just popped out beautifully. We did take out our Asian highs, though. We took out our London highs. So if there's any time for us to come down and put that little bottom wick at 25,993, this might be the time. But again, scared to death to short today. Isaiah saying just hold that stinking long. And Marco said, oh no, she just had to work hard for 3 minutes instead of 7 seconds. Oh no. She's sweating a little, man. You got to give her a massage. It's massage time now.
I mean, this is our classic setup, right? We barely wick the high. We got to getting a little pullback. It's bouncing off the 9 EMA. So now we got to see if this is going to be a bull flag or if it's going to dump. I mean, honestly, we need to be, if it's going to dump, we need it below the EMAs first, right?
Yeah, it's got to get below the 21 at least.
Maybe we'll have a nice, ORB play too. Maybe that'll work today.
Yeah. Right now we're just kind of in the upper third of the 5 minute. The 9's curling just a little. Greg, what time frame do you use? Mostly the 1 minute, but I use really the 1 and 5. Melly, it's too early. Oh, so I trade off the 1 minute. I'm always looking at the 5 minute, which that's the chart that you're seeing right here. And then to my right, I'm always looking at the 1 hour as well. And I found that the things that I like to target the most usually is 5 minute candles that don't have wicks on them. So this 925 candle right here, you're noticing we just blasted off. So eventually at some point, usually we'll come back and we'll have a candle that goes below that and then goes back up. But you never know when it's going to happen, especially on a very, very bullish day like we're having now. Well, it actually does seem like she might come down and put that wick on her right now. So that would be a very good long opportunity, is if we come down, break through the orb, put a nice little wickety wick on this, and it's a fast wick, then it'd probably be a really good long to go back up. We got 45 seconds left of this candle. Then our 45, my God, today. Then our 15-minute range will be set. That's that dyslexia right once in a while, right? I'm thinking 15-minute range, and I try to say 45 instead because I'm thinking hour, and then, 45 minus hour, 15, and instead the 45 comes out somehow. How silly. So let's see. Let's put that stinking wick on. Come on, Melly. Let's get that stinking wick on this little bottom candle here and then see if we can't keep going north. Now, again, admittedly, we took out our London high, our Asian high. So normally, ooh, there's our wick. There's our wick. I'm going to try one. We talked about it too much. Let's try one. Which we should have tried more than one, apparently.
Nice.
Ugh, get out of here, pup. Now we do have to be a little bit careful on the day because we had a terrible day yesterday. This account is now at 51,100, which I'm embarrassed to say. At the high yesterday was 51,700 because we were up $200 on the day, and then we finished up the day down 400, which is never fun. Isaiah's saying, just hold that long today. Just hold that stinking long. Well, this will be a very telling candle right here, I think. Because we came down, we bumped off orb. We're coming back up to our EMAs. Let's see if we break the EMAs and break the 32s, and then we're just going up. Or is this going to be a bear flag, and we're just going to keep sinking? Melly had a terrible day yesterday as well. Almost blew 2 fundeds. Yeah, man, it's so funny, too, because everybody always wants a trend day. We're always like, man, if we could just get a solid trend day, we'll be able to kill it. And then it seems like when we have those solid trend days, those are the days we do the absolute worst, Because especially for Cowboy and I, now us being, I would say 70% or 60% of the time reversion traders. So you can't really be a successful reversion trader on a trend day because you keep seeing the levels that like, hey, normally speaking, this is where it should start selling off, and then it doesn't. And then you're like, okay, well then here, and then here, and then here, and then you're shorting the whole damn day.
Well, yeah, and I mean, this was a clear point too, right? Everybody's trying to think, okay, the last 2 days was trend days. We wicked through the high. We dropped 70 points. I don't know how Isaiah could say, "Hey, stay, just go long and stay there." Pick a direction and gold, and then all of a sudden you're down $1,400,
Yeah.
and then you got the inversion. You got the real nice wick on the 1 minute to go
Yep.
long. So
Yep.
I mean that right now, this first 15 minutes hasn't been the trend.
Yeah. Which this is a little
I
bit
mean, we
more
played
like
the
this is
top and the
how.
bottom of the box.
Yeah. This is kind of what we like to. This is kind of how we like to trade. Which yeah, it's nuts too. For we got our perma bull over here. Our perma bull on the friggin' bullish day of the year where we go up 1,000 points. We're friggin' shorting the whole thing, you know. So that's
I know
how
it.
just frustrating and confusing this thing can get sometimes. Do you want to come up? There's always room for you. You brought your alligator. Come on. He brought his gator with him today. Shoot, man. Well, I
Well, and
got
my
out of the.
biggest my biggest trade yesterday too, was during the afternoon. It
Yep.
was the short. We caught the top and we shorted it for 54 points
Dang.
with one mini. So we made
Yeah.
$1,080 in one short
Yeah,
on
man.
the bull trend day.
Which, and also keep in mind, a 50-point short when the average candle size was like 6, you know? So
Yeah,
that's a long.
yeah.
That's at least a 10 or 15-minute long trade, you know. That's not a quick trade. That's a long time to hold conviction, man. That was nicely done. Nicely done. So look, Melly, what are we noticing now? Come on, class. Raise your hand. What are we noticing on this candle? This beautiful 5-minute candle. What doesn't it have? So, there's a chance today's just going to be a ping pong day. Maybe we come up, maybe we just barely wick through the top of orb, get all the bulls excited, thinking it'll be a day just like yesterday. We'll come back down to put the wick on this guy. And then instead of us dropping, we'll just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. This could just be a crazy chop day. Wick! Melly! She says wick! Well, Melly, you get the gold
Gold
star
star.
of the day. Put user in timeout. I don't want to do that. Report. Pin message. I could pin the message, but that's not really that
That's your
fun.
award. You get a timeout.
You get a timeout here. You get that. You get your message pinned for a sec.
Oh shoot.
There's your gold star. Man, I don't know why YouTube doesn't do that. It needs to be able to put, like, you should be able to emoji people's messages and stuff like that. Like, give them a little flame, give them a little, like, gold star. Like, good job, Mel. We appreciate you. So we do have a nice little bull flag here forming on the 1 minute, but the 5 minute makes me a little scared about that. Even if it comes up to maybe the 51s or something. Well, if it wasn't forming a nice little tiny bull flag on the 1 minute, and if I wasn't so scared to short, I feel like this would be the nice time to short.
Yeah, this new 1 minute candle just opened. I want to see what it does. But yeah, I mean, definitely, we barely wicked. We didn't break the high.
Right.
The guy, you look at the 1 minute candle and you think, am I on the 15 minute? I mean,
Right.
why isn't it moving?
Yeah. Crazy, man. What is volume? I mean, volume is still nice. We have good volume. I guess it's just very confused volume. We need Pamela.
Yeah.
I'd be very curious to know what Bookmap is saying right now.
Yeah,
What is Pamela?
for sure.
Send out the bat signal in the Discord. Pamela, we
Where
need
are you?
Come now.
She's probably sitting back like, I'm tired of typing this for you guys.
Yeah. Oh shoot, is Pam a guy or a girl?
She's a girl.
Oh yeah, okay. Did you
I'm
just say
pretty.
he's a girl? He's a
No.
girl.
Yeah.
Because it has the Adams, Pamela Adams. So I wasn't sure if it was also potentially a joint account. You know how people do that sometimes.
Oh.
So maybe like Adam is the one, or Adams is the last name. Who knows?
Yeah, she lives in Canada.
Oh, Canada. Man, because I lived in Niagara Falls, New York, right? Which is right on the border of Canada. We go over to Canada all the time. We go to Clifton Hill, which is just an amazing little party town for 19-year-old drinkers. But the stupid, and again, guys, really freaking cheesy joke. The cheesy Canada joke was they couldn't decide what to name their country, so they decided to just draw letters out of a hat. So the guy draws the first letter out of the hat, and he goes, "It's a C, eh?" And they're like, "Perfect." So then the guy draws the next letter out of the hat. "It's an N, eh?" Right? You know where it's going. And then obviously last letter, "It's a D, eh?" And so the Canada. They're like, "All right, Canada, that's what it is." He never pulled an A.
Daddy,
Yeah,
did you sleep good last night?
I did. I slept phenomenal last night, bud.
Tell them how I got to sleep with you.
I didn't sleep until 9 o'clock. Yeah, I know, it was a good
Daddy,
sleep.
tell them how I got to sleep with you.
Yeah, so the 4-year-old is about to turn 5, so he wasn't here last night. He spent the night at Nani's house. The 8-year-old had BMX last night, and he crushed his record riding BMX. So that was his, man, look at us
Nice.
popping up here at 26,067. So yeah, we told him if he, broke his record, then he could
51 seconds and 29.
Yeah, 51 seconds 29. Then he could spend the night in our room with us, which is a really fun big deal because we set up, like air mattresses with them and stuff like that, and then we bake cookies and stuff, and we put on a movie, and he gets to stay up until like 10:30 or 11 or something. He gets all jazzed up,
Heck yeah.
Can I sleep with you tonight?
No. Which, man, I love that to death, man. Think about that. We have this kid, and all the time it ends up happening where whenever we motivate him with something, we'll say, like, what kind of prize do you want? And luckily it's not like, an iPad or fucking anything like that. It's always more time with us, right? Every single time.
Yeah.
It'll be just wants to spend more time with us. Like, can we go to the trampoline park? Can we do this? Can we do that? But it's always something that's time inclusive with us, which...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Your mattress is going.
Heck yeah.
Which, yeah, man, you are living the absolute proverbial dream where you built a company and then, you built a family, and then you're just luckily enough that your family wants to continue it on. And so now you have your family working with you, on a daily basis. Like, that's the dream right there, man. I can't really vocalize it correctly right now, but
Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the only thing. The only thing I'm worried about is the boys know that, my daughter's my favorite anyway. But
yeah.
that's the only thing, is she's going to be a nurse, and I don't own a hospital yet. So.
Shit, man. We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Right.
We'll get that hospital. Don't you worry. We'll get that brick.
So I'm afraid she's not going to be as close,
Yeah, I get it, man. Especially, Texas has, I gotta imagine, a very strong medical center. It's a pretty strong state. So hopefully, has she already done her residency?
I gotta take a shower. My-
No, she's doing all her clinicals and stuff now, so
Yeah.
she's still got just a little while left. But
Okay.
I think right now she's just going to be about an hour and a half away if everything works out. So
Good, man.
it won't be too bad, but that's still a long way. An hour and a half in Texas is 100 miles. So
Yeah.
it's not,
Yeah.
Hey,
morning, Gunner. And Melly is a nurse. Melly,
nice.
I love nurses to death. I kind of have a weird thing about doctors. I have a weird thing about doctors, and I have a weird thing about mechanics, where I honestly don't trust them. I think that they're idiots half the time. And like doctors, same thing, especially with me being in real estate. Like, I've sold so many, like $600,000 to $1.2 million houses to doctors. And they just seem like they're the biggest idiots ever, right? And then same thing.
Doctors, 'cause they're paid by big pharma.
And they're paid, Jackie says, because they're paid by Big Pharma and all that shit. So I agree. I feel like half the time when I'm dealing with a doctor, I really have to think, like, does this person really have my best interests?
Yeah.
But nurses, on the other hand, are literally like the angels of the world. I've never found a nurse that I haven't liked. Like, every single time that I deal with a nurse, they're always phenomenal. They're usually, it seems like, more informed than the actual doctor is, or they'll take a little bit more time, even though they're not allowed to probably say a lot of the stuff that they say to you, but their reassurance about the process and everything else. So, Melly, hats off to you. I love you to death even more now.
Well,
She
you know,
goes,
the
"I don't
nurses are
blame
right
you."
there. Like they're the technician. You know, they know what works and don't work. I mean, they've seen every patient,
Right.
and then they go tell the doctor, hey, the patient's doing this.
Yeah.
This is what we need to do.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, they know. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Especially charge nurses, man. I fucking love
Yeah.
charge nurses. So here, man, again, this is stuff that you probably don't say, that often, but we had a miscarriage in our life. And unfortunately, the miscarriage in our life happened during COVID. So, because of COVID protocols and all that other horseshit, it's one of the worst days of your life. And my wife is up there alone because it's COVID. So only the patient can go up there. And, man, I don't want... But yeah, so this charge nurse, it was like, I don't know, 2 hours in the process. We know things weren't going well. It's a terrible, terrible day. Doctors are still being dicks, saying it is what it is. You got to stay in the parking lot. This charge nurse comes out of nowhere and just beats the shit, basically, out of everybody verbally. And then, gets me up in there. Woo!
yeah,
So, yeah, stuff like that,
Nice.
man. Love nurses.
Yeah.
Hate doctors. Let's get back to trading. Good God. So we did come up here at 26,067s, man. Again, such a just silly, hey, Bubba, silly little chop fest day here. Now we got Charmander in here.
Mark, do you guys even trade? Do you
Dude,
trade?
I know,
though?
right? Not today, apparently. I mean, we're up an amazing $12 on the day. Mark is 2 for 2 on the day. He decided not to call out any of those trades, though.
I mean, perfect bull flag right there, right? I mean, I drew it out. It broke above it.
Yeah. Marco got in on the bull flag. Cowboy has marked on his chart. All right.
Well, at least somebody's paying attention.
I was deep into story
It ain't
time,
us.
sir. I was deep into story time.
I mean, I caught this bottom right here on a long right here. I caught this bottom and wrote it up for like 25 points while ago when I funded. So I made 508.48 on it. So it's done for the day.
Nice. Man, so we do have our first. This is a nice little 5-minute candle that's above our 15-minute range.
There's our 80s. That would have been a good little 10-point short if you had the gut.
Caught it quick. Yeah, caught it quick. All right, yeah, let's get dialed in. I want to get a couple good trades in today. Boop. Stupid little bells won't stop friggin' changling here, too. Get out of here. All right, so back to the 9, back to the 21, and then back to 27,000 because this market is just absolutely insane. Here's our 10 o'clock candle right now. We still have that 5-minute candle that needs to get a wick onto her. But let's see. Basically, this is where she'd keep pushing if she's going to keep pushing. Little bounce off the 21 again. Hey, Gunner, normally if a bell is ringing, it means a spirit is playing with it. Dude, don't even start that shit, man, because listen, this house is an older house, man. This house is from the 50s or 60s or something like that, man. This is an old-ass home. And there was a lot of people that lived and probably died in this home, especially because the original owner of it, originally it was an 8-acre parcel that had 3 houses on it. So, he bought the land, built his house, then built 2 houses for his kids, had a bunch of horses here and everything else. Beautiful property for his family. And then unfortunately, divided up into 3 parcels when he sold it. So our parcel has 3 acres on it. Man, what were we talking about? So normally if a bell is ringing, it means the spirit is playing it. Right. So because of multiple families living on this property, I'm positive there's definitely quite a few people that probably died in this house. Hey, Gunner, yours was built in 1850. Dude, that's gorgeous, man. I can't remember where you live. Do you live in a northern place? Do you have a basement? Like, you probably actually have, like, a cobbled creek friggin' basement then. My grandfather had one of those. Had just those big old, like, river rock stones, you know, with, like, just mud and mortar. Well, gang, yesterday is repeating itself. What are you chewing on that you shouldn't be chewing on? What's in this mouth? Hey. Ugh. You nasty ass dog. It's a fossilized shell. You can't eat that. You can't eat a fossilized shell, bud. Stinking dog. Oof. Deplorable day here, sir. Yeah, I live in CT. Back is mud and mortar sides and front brick with cement block as well. Hand hew beams too. Damn, dude.
Wow.
So do you showcase a lot of that stuff? Like, what is your styling? Is this like a rustic chic type thing or what? $52.80. You know what's weird? Look at ES right now. ES looks completely different than us. I hate
Yeah,
it
it's
when we're
still
not.
in the box. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it when we're
Sure
not
does.
in sync with each other like that. That's not good. Especially because ES is forming a really big bear flag on the 5-minute. Technically, we kind of did, but then we invalidated it with this pop above orb. A Gunner opened up the top with cathedral ceilings, man. I gotta imagine that's
Nice.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Which again, that's why we need to. Hold on, I'll do it later, or Cowboy can do it. I don't care. But one of us, one of our discords needs to have just a like lifestyle, you know, where you can just post
Yeah.
photos and silly stuff that's not trade related. Because I would love to see those
Oh,
cathedral
yeah.
ceilings, sir.
Yeah, for real. Like a little project, like a project board or something. Or
Yeah, or just like whatever's going on with your life, you know. If Melly just got a really good coffee or something like that, and she was proud of the artwork that was on top of it, she can send us her coffee
Yeah.
photo. Man, can we get a little tiny, maybe back down to this 21, and then I don't know, I might just go long for the sake of who the hell knows, right? Seriously, man, it's just kind of silly, right? I'd like to have like a little reaction down to the 50s. A Gunner, not even living in it at the moment. Multi-family, commercial downstairs, 2 apartments on split levels, 3-car garage on a lot in the back as well. Dude, that's amazing. In Connecticut. What a strange,
Too cool.
wow, what is the square footage of it? Was that the original structure, though? From the 80s? It was a multi-family from the 80s? For the 1800s, I mean, whatever it was. Oh, sorry, man. I can't remember what you said now. Like 1850 or something. Yeah, 1861. So was it that, you know, my God, like organized like that? Was it organized like that back then? Originally organized as a multifamily? Or was it just a big old, shoot, what could it be? like plantation house? Is it like a big old plantation house or something like that? You guys just divided it up? Really late on this wick because I'm not watching and paying attention like I should be. But we're just going to go long for the sake of who the hell knows. There's a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, claw tub. Yep, salt box style. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. Man, you just can't trust all day longs anymore? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, like you said, though, you look at ES and you're thinking, what's going on? Like,
Yeah. Though, I mean, ES
I
is...
mean, everybody may be moving into, you know, all the tech stocks, you know, that may be why we're getting this. But
Yeah. Because NVIDIA, I mean, NVIDIA really needs to pop above its range here. ES did have an oversized bear flag, but now it has a teeny tiny little bull flag that's forming on that 5-minute.
Order filled.
Hey, Gunner, same kind of layout, but not as pressed next to each other. Seagate is dropping over 5% so far. Well, here's our little bottom touch of orb. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Melly. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, man, I haven't whistled this song forever. And then I was thinking, the last time I did, Melly was like, hey, what is that song? Damn, I didn't like that spike. EMA is starting to curl down just a little. We'll see. Come on. What time is it? We should get our nice little, hopefully, 30-second push here. Just the tiniest little spike above that blue line of resistance. That's all she gave me. That's all she gave me. Come on. Come on. Hi, baby. What you doing over there with that butt? What are we thinking, sir? Is this gonna pop up, or what the heck's going on?
I was wanting it to give me a wick down to the 65 right there real fast before it did this, just so I could get that push up with you. But
yeah, come on.
Why is it so finicky right now?
Yeah, it's just a little bit hesitant. I don't like how hesitant it is. There we go. Come
There's a good
on.
pop for you. Now it just has to keep pushing right here. We just want to see it really explode.
Yeah. There we go. Yo, A Gunner's in RONB with me. Shoo! You know, it's one of those ones you never know. You got to wait until the IPO date is actually solidified. That should give it a pop. As soon as SpaceX actually pops, that should give it a pop, you know. So I think it'll end up being a good stock for us.
Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Stop
Yeah,
filled.
shoot. That was a bad entry for me. Right idea, bad entry. Lots of wicks. Sitting on 13 shares so far since yesterday. Look at you pulling out your big old swinger. Jackie goes, what? Isn't this a G-rated show? I mean, again, Jackie, I don't know the stuff that comes out of my mouth. It just comes out of my mouth. We just kind of roll with it.
Again,
Everybody,
Jackie, sometimes he's hearing it for the first time too.
do you hear? She goes, I truly am unsure of who you are when you're in front of those screens. I don't know who I am either, Jackie. Put on a different persona.
That's why you can't leave him alone.
That's why you can't. That's why you can't leave me alone. All right, what are we talking about? RONB. You have 13 shares. How many do I have? Oh, I have 125. It's still not a lot though. So 125. That's $3 grand, 2,994. And then the other one that I have that's like that is the XOVR. I have 200 shares of that. So it's like 55, basically 5,600. 5,600 that we're gambling on. We only made $200 so far today, though. I did cash out of some stuff yesterday. My average cost on Google is down to $2.99 now because I sold some of my more expensive shares. Actually, I'm down $17 on Google today.
Hey, Wyatt.
Sounds like my position in some other ETFs. Yeah, dude, I like, ETFs, generally speaking, are nice. The only thing that kills me a little bit is I was in heavy with SOX and the 3x leverage of SOX, SOXL. And SOXX, SOX is the semiconductor ETF. So it has like NVIDIA, it has, AMD, I mean, just all the big names. So I was chasing that thing when it was down at, I don't know, it was down to like $13 at one point, $12, and then shot from $12 all the way up to 60 when NVIDIA and AMD just rocket shipped. And I'm like, MSTR, Microsoft, NVIDIA, CLX, Zebra, yeah. Yeah, so those are the stocks I kind of like too. I like to have, well, like we talked about yesterday, I really try to target Magnificent 7 now. I want stocks now that I can dump money into, and if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. I can just wait 6 months to a year, and then you're right again. Those are the stocks I like now. Which SOX and SOXL was not that. It was very, very, very volatile.
We met a guy back in 2020 that when we were looking at cabins in Colorado, and he worked for CAT and was kind of one of their head sales distribution guys. He would go around and he worked in the industry forever, so he was a machine operator, so he could go as a salesman and then actually show guys that had run them for years how to run them better.
No way.
So it was really cool. But he was talking to me about and it was 2020, it was COVID and everything was down, so
Yep.
I went in and bought I don't remember exactly now how many it was, but almost 100 shares
Nice.
of CAT.
Yeah.
So I had 12 grand in them, or right at 15 grand, I think is what it was roughly. And a year later, it was going up. And so I talked to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, just stay where you're at. We're,
Yeah.
I mean, we're pumping. Sales are crazy, and construction's coming back. People are, upgrading their machines now." And so I waited. Well, it got up to 260, 280, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it doubled." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, I'll just sell half." So I sold half. And I was like, "Okay, all my money's back. All these are free." Couple days went by, went up, it went down. I'm like, man, it's crazy not to just, take double your money.
Right.
It's crazy. So I cashed out and I was like, just to see, I'm going to keep one share. Guys,
Oh, I know.
you know what that one share is worth today? Yesterday I was looking. It was yesterday. It's down this morning, but it was at $793
Yeah.
for one
dude.
share.
Yeah.
That I still have. Gonna keep it forever now. I don't care if it goes back
Right.
down below
Yeah.
the,
Right. Yeah.
the 138 or whatever, but
Shoot, dude. I know, man. That was like me with my tiny little percentage of Bitcoin that's left in my wallet from the last time I purchased it. It was at 25 grand or something like that. So it was
Yeah.
up 170 or 180%, a couple months ago, and I'm like, fucking great. Man, so here we go. Just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Terrible day. I'm up $16, which is pretty sad to say. So
Yeah, did anybody
Gunner,
play the I drew the bull flag out again. Did anybody play that again
I
for
mean,
30 points?
I did for a half a second, then I got two chicken shit, and I took them all off early. You know, here we are at the
It was
hundreds
playing
now.
out nice too because it looked the same on the 1 and the 5 kind of.
Yeah,
There was the
yeah,
5
and
played out
ES's
just right off
pulled
those
up
two candles.
nice. Shoot, so that one high was 118, so 120s might have a slight resistance point. Otherwise, 197 seems pretty darn plausible, you know, and then 280s. So A Gunner in open, average price of 757, 2544 shares, down 7K, but he's not stressing it.
Not stressing.
TC, that sounds like me with Palantir. Sold almost 100 shares, average of $9 price. Yeah, dude, Palantir was a big one.
Yeah.
I made a lot of money on Palantir short, though. Patrick was making fun of me when I showed up on a show. I was shorting Palantir at like 180, so I shorted that down to like 160. That was all right. Wasn't a bad short.
Heck yeah.
That's funny, though. But yeah, man, so Gunner, those are the kind of, not to say open is a meme stock, but I kind of try to stay away from retail hyped stocks now, like Open Door or like Carvana, or you know, there's just a decent amount of them like that. And not saying that they're not bad stocks, because they are. You know, like Carvana went from kind of same thing. I don't remember the levels anymore, but it was like in the last year it went from $20 to like $300 or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
But they're so stinking volatile because of the retail trading that's involved in those. So it's like, just like you're seeing now, you know, like open, you can lose a lot of money just as quickly as you can make a lot of money.
Same issue as yesterday. He's putting the dirty clothes back on.
Oh, baby, come on.
I thought Mom washed them already.
No, you did not. They were in your closet on the floor. Stop lying to my face.
All right, so I think we're going to try the long again, but this time we're going to be a little bit,
Taking you to school right now.
we're a little bit, guys, guys.
Greg, we have a small house, and you are not in a private office.
All right. Doesn't mean you guys have to have the argument right here.
Your computer happens to be in my bedroom.
All right, get out of here.
Go put clean clothes on now. I'm not joking, Wyatt. Go put clean clothes on.
Man, so that is one huge trade-off. Is our last house that we sold was 3,500 square feet. This house that we live in now is like 1,600 square feet.
Oh.
But the last house, you know, had an 80-foot wide. I mean, it was a lake house and everything, so it was an 80-foot wide lot. So that's a nice, decent home site for a HOA community. But it had the teeniest, tiniest little, like, just backyard and stuff like that. It was wide. We had maybe like 30 feet between our neighbors, which again, for an HOA community, that's pretty darn decent. But yeah, no, this house, 1,600 square feet, but it has 3 acres, you know, and it's got barns and it's got cool shit. And this is a lake house too. So there's a lot of good here. The kids, generally speaking, are outside and playing and all that stuff. And so there's plenty of room in this house. But when you're homeschooling and you got kids into the house and they're not outside, and then it starts to feel tight quick. Gunner goes, that's right. You yell at him, wifey. You tell him. You son of a bitch. Kaz did that with Shopify and Carvana. Jackie's trying to say she's the captain now.
I am.
I am the captain
I've always
now.
been the captain.
I am the captain now. Ugh, here I am doing it late again, but I'm just getting bored, so we got to do something. And because I kind of said, like, hey, if it comes down to the 21, we got to go for it again. But we need to keep pushing. She's got to keep pushing now. What time is it? 17. VIX is still going down. Man, what a just a dismal day today, guys. I mean, kind of like yesterday. Sorry, we're just getting into story time too much. But at the same time, 15-point candle range. Maybe this is good to have story time. Maybe I'm distracting you guys from blowing up your accounts. Maybe I'm your
For
savior
real.
today.
100%.
You know? Not to say I'm the best there ever was, never will be, but Others are saying it.
Right?
Right. There's like a 10-second delay before Cowboy. He's like, I think that's correct. I think that's correct. Listen, Cowboy.
That's what I tell them every day. It's not bragging if you can prove it.
Shoo, right? Walking with giants over here, guys. That's what you'll be able to say, Gunner. Hey, listen, Gunner. You'll be able to tell your grandchildren about this one day. You'll say, listen, kids, there was a day that I walked with giants. I walked with Greg Tarshish from Sink or Swim. I walked Trading Cowboy from Trading Cowboy. We don't even know his real name because he's just secretive.
See there? Yeah.
Good job. Did you brush your teeth now?
Hey, Gunner, I get it. I'm trying to find a place in
I can't give you tickets for stuff.
Villanova. I don't know what the hell it is. West Virginia. With 40 plus acres. Yeah, dude. You need the acreage, man. It's so good. Acres are so good. And again, I mean, we have 3 acres at this property. We have the Airstream on this property. And we make like $2,000 a month from the Airbnb. You know, and 3 acres, even, you know, 3 acres is big. If 3 acres is set up correctly, it's large, man. So
Yeah.
we don't even like notice that Airbnb guests half the time, except for when they steal my Tesla charger spot. Well, shoot, Greg, you talked a big game about going long at 73, and you did it with one tiny little micro. I've always walked around giants, old school Afghanistan, running around the kinda Kush Mountain, the Hindu Kush Mountains. Yeah, you've walked with giants. Yeah, I forget who I'm talking to. I agree, sir. You've had some crazy stuff. The Hindu Kush Mountains. My buddy that just got 100% disability, he was in Bahrain for most of it. But he was mostly a driver, I believe. And again, I don't know these details well enough, but I think he was like a high personnel driver. Whenever somebody came into town, you know, he'd chauffeur them around. Man,
Come on, catch a trade, guys. Catch a trade.
Dude, right? What the F? All right, no more talking, no more stories. It's 118.
I mean, now I got to wait for it. For me, I've got to wait for it to get to this pivot point now. I mean,
Yeah.
30 from it. So if we get a good pullback, I may try and see if it shoots for it. But
Hey, Gunner, escort convoy. Yeah, man. Man, he had the silly stories too. Like he snuck out of his barracks, you know, and he used the grappling hook to like sneak into some girls. I don't know if it was a girl's barrack or a girl's house or, huh? Oh yeah. So this was that January 28th high that we're stuck at right now at 121. If we can push this, I think we'll retest this hourly just huge drop-off candle that happened at 26,196. Since we don't do this too often, let's show it to the class. So basically,
Hey,
that 1 hour is way the hell over there. But yeah, this is back into January. And look at that. That was that just giant red little... Man, what is it called? I don't want to say it incorrectly, right? So green boner candle. This is a red dildo. Or it's like a dog's red rocket or something, just flapping down. But yeah, so maybe 196. We might be popping up to 196. Oh yeah, we need to build some raised garden beds today. Don't you take the joy of conversations. I'll call your wife back here. Get the captain. Oh God, she's stumping in here now too. Don't you look in here. What, you gonna start your own stream now, Jackie?
Yeah, and I bet you I'm gonna have more followers than you.
Just steal all my shit now?
Yeah, I am too.
Good God, you guys are out of your minds. Got a bunch of friggin' hawks over here. Oh, this is friggin' good.
Get off. I don't want you to break the chair.
Yeah, this is my life. Just constant chaos. Whole squad's
look
here.
Look at the views going up.
Yeah, here's the poor doggos. You are.
Okay, let's
Good,
figure out
good
breakfast.
puppy.
I can't get down.
Figure it out.
I need help.
You stuck now? Let's see you do a backflip off of it. That's what I
No.
want to see.
Okay.
He's
Greg.
very good at
He's gonna
backflips.
break this
Yeah,
chair.
no, don't actually do it because you will break the chair.
I did a study.
Bro, Mark has the
video
perfect
when I did
idea
the
right
side
there.
flip. Daddy, show
Greg,
them.
my wife and your wife can start a trading live stream and make more money than us. Yo, right? Like the London girls session from Max Option Trading. I mean, it's not a
Oh,
bad
yeah.
idea, bud. It's not a bad idea. They can trade the 15-second chart.
Daddy, show them the video. I did a side flip.
Oh, the side flip? Man, again, I need to do... Didn't we just say 10 minutes ago that we got to start trading?
No.
I got to find a better way to show this stuff, but hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, God. Yeah, man, he's pretty good. Here, you get to see it a second time. Boom.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Hey, Charles, good morning. Don't you love it when you get
Good morning,
stopped
Charles.
out and then it goes your...
Fucking hell, Wyatt!
I gave you a hug.
No, you didn't! Oh, don't do that!
Marco's asking for a timeout.
Because you're strong and that hurt!
Yipes. Yipes. Getting yelled at. He ran in there and just hugged her as hard as he could. She didn't like that. Yes, do it. Hi, Jackie, says Melly.
I gave Mama.
10 minutes ago would have been the time to start trading. 10 minutes ago would have been the time to start trading, says Marco. Yeah, I agree, bud.
10
And
second
look at-
timeout for Marco.
Yeah, look at this just from yesterday, man. We're up to the 130s now. Is that a 932 candle? Here's our 930 candle. Yeah, man, just absolutely bananas, just like yesterday. Wait till it comes down to the 21 and let's just long the shit out of this thing and see what happens. I ain't scared. 100% would be 137. We do have a pivot point at 146. Cowboy, you gotta start bringing your family on this stream. Let's see bring that doggo in and stuff like that. Bring a horse in. That's what we need for the cowboy stream.
I want to see a horse.
I got them working, bro.
Yeah,
They're working.
he's got that hand strong. He goes, they don't have time for streams. They making me money.
I'm
That's
the
so
captain
funny.
of this ship.
Yo,
I want to see a
that's
horse.
so funny.
Daddy, I want to see a horse.
You do need to ride on a horse though, man. I need a TC horse riding. I don't know why that's not a short yet.
We need to get so we're gonna get you with your laptop
Surfing
on your
and
on
you're
your
friggin-
board, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll get me on the horse with mine.
So listen, man, this is gonna be way too stinking intricate, but I do have a skimboard. So we could have you on the shoreline with the horse. We'll have the tow rope attached to the saddle. You'll have the horse ripping down the side of the shoreline, and you're trading off the horse. And then I'll be
Bro.
holding onto the tow rope, skimming across the edge of the lake there, and then I'll be ripping my trades in too.
Yeah, and I've got a drone, so you can just wear the watch up for the drone, and then it'll just follow us.
I mean, none of these are bad ideas. I haven't heard one single bad idea.
That way, we don't have to rent a helicopter, you know.
Right? Charles, okay, Greg, I think it's time for you to leave and help with the house duties. Your wife is not happy today. Hey, Jenner, I'm seriously debating about throwing another 5 to 7K into open. You're a madman. You're a madman, sir. Can we do open on futures? Probably. Okay, here's open door on the 5 minute. Your average is 7. Oh, sir.
I know it.
What was his
On a
average?
5 minute.
It's 757. Average of 757. Let's go out to the 3-month. Oh God, that's too hard to see. Seven.
Daddy, got a surprise for you.
I don't want anything right now, baby. Oreo, thank you.
I didn't even want it.
All right, let's see. Good God, man. When did you buy this thing? Oh, man, you're way up here.
That's never good where Greg goes, oh man, you're way up here.
Oh. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Man, just last year it was 50 cents, bud.
Oh.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. Man, so here's the thing though. So we have complete different risk tolerances now, you know. Admittedly, I mean, here's the 6-month. It's forming a massive bull flag on the 6-month, you know, but holy jeez, bud. You have a long way to go. So you're basically you're trying to decide if you want to double your position. And that would average you down to 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would probably average you down to like the 6s. So you could try to get out at 566. Well, I wouldn't, bud. If it was me, and again, I'm not the smartest person in the room, but I wouldn't add anything into it. I would wait until it gets back up to the 560s. I would get the hell out of it. I would get out of probably 3/4 of my position at the 560s. Hold the other quarter in the off chance it actually rocket ships. But I'd presume it'll hit the 560s. Maybe it'll go up a little bit higher to like 580s. And then I think you're going to have a really good pullback back to maybe the 5s or whatever ends up being support. And then I'd add in another quarter of your position back in there. And then I would add in another quarter of your position back in if it comes back to the 430s. Then your 3/4. Then I don't know. I would leave the last quarter for if it either falls off the cliff and you really want to, or if it actually comes back up here, pops, and then you want to add into strength for the last quarter.
Can I watch Mario movie?
No, because I'd have to set up on my phone, bud, and that's just too hard with me doing everything else right now. As soon as I'm done, we can.
Can you be done in an hour?
Maybe. Oh man, here I am. This guy's trading. I'm not in it. I like your style, man. So hold on. I haven't done anything yet. It's gotten to the point where it does feel too cheap. One thinks to get a nice retracement. Market's going straight up. Yeah, it's been decided to a few do. What is moving the market makes no sense to me. I agree. I'm trying. See, everyone says that too. I'm thinking calls on at 6. I mean, everyone told me I was nuts with. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so when I first started trading stocks, you know, I went from like the just boring old stocks to eventually I transitioned to the kind of like meme stocks, what I almost consider this again, like that retail craze stocks. And if you can catch it correctly, and if you got to be dialed in with all the chat rooms, like you have to be a part of all the different like open door Facebook chat rooms and stuff like that. See where the catalysts are and everything. You got to really be dialed into that. But if you are, you can make a lot of money on that meme stuff. I made a lot of money on that meme stuff. That's how I said I was up like 980% that year of COVID or something, which was pretty easy because everybody was making money.
Yeah.
You're still in the short too, sir. But then I lost it all trading the same thing, you know, because just like you're seeing now, you know, imagine if you put 50 grand into it. And that's what I was kind of doing is I take like 50 to 80 grand usually and buy one singular stock with it. Like, you know, what you're doing now with fucking, I can't remember what it is now, house or whatever it is, you know, whatever the ticker symbol is, open, the ticker for open, you know. But then when you do that and you're wrong, like you are this time, you know, I'd be down 25 grand on it. So I lost a lot of money in the market doing that as well. But yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't add into it yet. And then anything else in the future that you plan on going into, and just not necessarily for you, bud, but just because we're on the conversation now, for everybody that's kind of listening, that not saying you're newer, but that might be newer, is that's always a really good suggestion. If there's a stock that you want to buy, look up the ticker on Facebook, join that Facebook group. Hopefully there's at least 10,000 people in it, and then usually they'll give you a pretty good insight to, you know, the different catalysts. And there's usually like some nerd that's really dialed in that like calls every Tuesday or something like that to find like the what's actually happening in the factories and things. And Nvidia is about to hit 200, says Marco. Oh my god, it's hit 199.80. You're right. And we do have a resistance point at 218. A Gunner, don't listen to most people. They just go off of what they hear rather than doing the homework themselves. Yeah, agree to that too, Stack C, which is kind of like hand in hand with what I'm saying now with joining the Facebook groups, you know. Really join the Facebook groups, and then, you know, really make sure you know everything that's going on with that stock before you jump into it. Like, I don't even know, what is the PE right now on, what's the PE ratio on Open right now? Man, there was a chance they almost went bankrupt too. And then they started doing the Dan Levy commercials like 3 years ago. Because they had their, oh, that's what they did too, right? So Open Door almost went bankrupt because they were buying all of those friggin' houses. They had the sell with Open Door thing, where you could get the instant offer with Open Door. And they were they overpaid for, like, I don't even know, thousands upon thousands of houses. And then the COVID market, you know, took a turn down. And so they got stuck with just, you know, billions on their books of bad retail. Woo! Look at your short working, sir. As I'm still just fucking talking too much today. You guys have got me on one this week, man. Like, we're just standing on soapboxes today. Do we even have people watching this stuff? We got 11 people watching.
Yeah, you got more people watching than normal.
Yeah, right?
Keep going. This is great.
Keep going, Greg.
We're getting subscribers.
What else are we talking about? We talked about Naked Tag on Monday. We're talking about... Oh, God, man. Too much. You guys are too silly for me. Isaiah, should have went long with me. Literally just try it today. Just go long, he said. A Gunner, yup, liquidated a good portion, jumped out, have had over $1 billion in cash at hand on the books. Have over $1 billion in cash at hand on the books. Naked Tag. Yeah, dude, you missed the Naked Tag one. L. Jones, nice little $740 short in 1 minute. Nice, buddies.
Yeah.
Nice, buddies. I know. I gotta start trading. I got to start trading. Which, here's our 5-minute push right here. Open Door has $1 billion on the books. Oh, that's what he's saying. Yep. Liquidated a good portion, jumped out. I thought you were talking about your position in Open right now. I was like, damn, dude, you have $1 billion cash on hand on the books? I was like, that's what screwed me up that one time when I got the friggin' $1 million loss on my friggin' taxes, because I traded like 10 mil. I over traded $10 million worth of shit, and somehow got a wash sale of a negative like $980,000 loss. Open Door has $1 billion on the books now. Nice. Actually, the guy that created Open Door doesn't work for Open Door any longer. He's trying to start another company that's very, very clever, where it's basically a fractional ownership situation in HOA communities, or communities that normally wouldn't allow short-term rental. So it's a way for them to get around short-term rentals. Like, if you want to have a short-term rental in an area around Disney that doesn't allow short-term rentals, for example, this guy found a loophole where he'll fractional ownership the house to like an LLC, and then like the 20 or 30 or 40 owners that are fractional ownership are allowed to come as many times they want, and blah 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 blah. It was kind of interesting. All right, so Open Doors PE ratio. So Open Door does not currently have a meaningful PE ratio. The price to earnings only works when a company has positive earnings. Open Door has been operating at a net loss. So PE is negative. So revenue growth is what they focus on. So let's see. Well, that's not very helpful, ChatGTP.
Order filled.
Literally going long just because we're just sitting here. Where's it at right now? Current price 440. Current range last week was 410 to 550. A fair price for analysts is 450, which is the median price. Key levels, strong buy zone 380 to 410, mid range 420 to 480. Overextended is 520 to 580. That's the take profit zone. High volatility. This is not a buy and hold stock right now. It's a range trading momentum name. Yeah, interesting, man. Yeah, I'd kind of stay away from it if I was you, or just sit on it. At this point, just sit and hold and see what happens. But at the same time, the guy that's giving you this advice is only up $49 on the day. So keep that in mind. All right, so Morgan Stanley, Open Door acquires closing escrow services. The iBuyer is adding Doma services. 85 the tech company employees plus inside real estate debut streams. Maestro agent platform. This is all going off some deep gut feelings. Have their earnings call, I believe, May 4th. That should be profitable. Hell yeah, bud. Yeah, man. You got to ride it. I mean, that was Humble, right? I had my gut feeling with Humble. So I put in 17 grand, you know, and that 17 grand went up to 180 grand. But then also went back down to like 10 grand. So keep that in mind too. Come on, give us the push. Give us the push. Well, we're up 10 points on it so far, gang. Not that I'm very proud or excited about it, but
Stop filled.
there we go. We made a trade for you. Ugh. It's been just I don't know. It's been a tough week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a tough week. Man, we're bouncing right on your little pivot point there. I make 30K from here. I'll do conservative calls on it, get rid of most, and then keep the rest as house money. Hell yeah, bud. Yeah, that's a question I forgot to ask too. How many shares do you have? Depending on how many shares, can you sell covered calls right now? Because that could be a very smart thing for you to do right now. Or if you're not at 100 shares yet, bring it up to 100 shares, I guess, even though I said don't buy more. And then maybe start selling covered calls instead. but you'll have to sell them at like kind of like you were thinking, like $6, which technically if it hits would be a loss. So you'd have to make sure that you can cover call enough times to that, you know. Yeah, you have 2,544. Well, there you go. Fan out them cover calls.
Yeah.
You know, do a couple as a loss, do a couple as a win, but hopefully the money that you're making off the premium will offset the loss that you have right now. As we get into another off-topic conversation about the fact that I'm eating a gluten-free Oreo. And I'm not gluten-free. But I found gluten-free Oreos taste better than regular Oreos. Much better crunch.
Nice.
So you guys learned something today. You learned something. What? You enjoy that Oreo? Then look in the mirror and talk about how you hate yourself. Self-shame yourself. What?
What did someone just say?
I don't know. That's a weird segue. Just
If Greg
stand
wasn't
yourself
like
in the mirror.
super thin, that would.
Little chub. No more Oreos for you, Greg.
Why no more Oreos for you, Daddy?
No, he's just joking. He's just joking. Prior service, bro. Expect it, yeah. Because he's a military guy. Military guys talk shit. They rib you, you know? That's what Gary does, too. Actually, Gary says some friggin' crazy stuff sometimes. But we won't get into that.
Again, you're on the internet. Come on.
That was funny, though. Oh, let's see, man. Well, we've had this beautiful trend line all stinking day. We talked about going long all stinking day. Apparently, we should have stinking done it. Which, how funny is that, man? I'm rubbing off onto you. I did, on my car ride, I popped on really quick to see what the market was doing, and I heard you say stinking. I was like, look at Cowboy using my vernacular. Turn him into a nice peaceful puppy dog over here, saying stinking.
You stinking animals.
You stinking thing. The stinking market. That's too funny. Well, here we are at the 157s. Does anybody remember what I said was our resistance point on the 1 hour? Because I don't. We said too much stuff today. So that fall off a cliff point was at 197. We are bound and determined to go to 197. This is just bananas to see. And like Nvidia is pushing up, but it's not. It's like stabilized. It's not like they're rocket shipping as much as we're rocket shipping. I like that me and Cowboy are in at the same price. Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't know the Cowboy was in a trade because I'm talking today.
Bro, I got in literally.
Oh.
I got in with you, like whenever you said, "Okay, it's right here."
Yeah.
And then literally you go, "Oh, okay, I heard your deal. Stop build."
Yep.
And I was like, "What the?
What the hell?" Dude, I know, because of yesterday, man. I'm so gun shy because of yesterday. I really badly don't want to lose like 51,000 on this account, you know.
Yeah.
So I kind of babied it because we were at the 79s and stuff. But you're right. I mean, I'd much rather have a nice, juicy, like $600 day than, and in the right direction. Let me preface that.
Right.
Yeah. So 23.47 for RONB. You're definitely better than me on those ones. But same thing. I bought into them and then I didn't average down. So I know I DCA here all the time with day trading, but when it comes to my stocks, unless I really hit levels like Google, you know, I added a shitload of Google when I went down to the 290s and then more at the 280s, you know. So that one's, you know, one that I feel good about. But like RONB, yeah, I'm down 2% on my RONB actually. My average is 23.96. Little gift, check out LAES. LAES. Seal SQ Corp. Quantum Fund Portfolio Company. Breakthrough Autonomous Quantum Computing Labs using NVIDIA. They're up 10% today. They're down 40% in the last 3 months. I don't touch that stuff, man. I don't touch that. Up 10. He goes up 10% on the day alone. Yeah, bud. I mean, listen. If you talk to Greg, if you talk to 5 year from now, oh my God, I can't fucking talk. 5 year ago, Greg, in the past, Greg. If you talk to that Greg about LAES, he'd be all over it. Today's Greg likes his money. He doesn't like giving his money away. So even though it's up 10% today, my God, man. Like,
Gunner says it's the Oreo. That's why you can't talk.
yeah, you can't. It's the damn Oreo, dude. Right? I have too much sugar rushing through my veins now. But yeah, man, look at this. I mean, October 25, that was the height of it, and then it just came crashing down. These have all been dead cat bounces. You're 10% today, dead cat bounce. It bounced up perfectly to the 200 EMA. So if anything, if you want to buy this, short the hell out of it. That's how you buy this stock. You short the hell out of it, because that 10% is getting walked out. They're just they're trying to use NVIDIA's name right now for the news article. But look, you even have a gap right now to the downside, and you have another gap to the downside right there. So if it was me, I'd short the hell out of that. Short it down to the $2 range. I have a buddy that's always sending me that stuff too. He's always like, man, check this one out, check this one out, check this one out, like Carvana and all that other stuff. And he will get a couple swings where he's like, man, see, should have done it. And he's up like 100%. But then it's like, when I look at the last 10 that he sent me, you know, or 9 out of the 10 that he sent me, you know, he lost 100%. You know, he lost the full. But that one that he won. Stack Z, I'll be down in Florida from April 28th to May 6th, Greg. All my family is out there. We're going down to the Keys. They stay up in Haines City. Nice, bud. I sold a little bit in Haines City. But it's far from me. Haines City is south. It's like an hour 15 south from me. And not saying this, man, how to say this correctly in today's world? I think you just say it and then hope that nobody takes offense to it. But Haines City is generally speaking a little bit more Spanish-speaking clients. So I found I'm very, 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 very good at real estate. I always did terrible whenever they sent me down to Haines City community, just because of the, generally speaking, yeah, like my partners would be Spanish-speaking and stuff like that. That would be put down there with me. So if a Spanish family came in, they didn't want to work with me because understandably, they'd want to ask their questions in their, native language and everything and get the correct answers in their native language and stuff like that. Which again, 100% understand it. But Haines City, terrible for me. Also going to a mudding event tomorrow for the weekend. Dude, those mudding events, I haven't actually been to one myself yet, but they look absolutely bananas, man. They look crazy. Yeah. And now that I have a lifted truck, I got to get into that world because I'm about to join my first mudding event. Man, this sir is still in his stinking long. I can see that, says Stack C. I know. You can't really be the token white boy in the Spanish sales center. It doesn't work. The keys will be awesome, though, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. You can usually see, like, that's where you can hand fish for tarpon right off the dock, too. You've seen people do that, where they'll hand fish and they'll snag, like, a 4-foot-long friggin' 100-pound tarpon out of the water.
Wow.
Marco goes, all I heard is that Greg doesn't like certain people. I know, right?
Basically, people that don't buy from him.
Yeah, right? If you don't buy from me, I hate you. I know, man. And I'm one of those people that I try my hardest to always be so politically correct that I'm almost one of those people that takes it too far, where I almost make it to an uncomfortable level because I try to be like, hey, I love everybody. I'm open and friendly. And then I don't know how to say it correctly. You know, and like there's not one bone of hate in my body, you know? So anything that I ever say is out of like pure love and stuff like that. And it's just maybe an observation I've made or something along those lines. But you can say that stuff sometimes in the wrong way, and if somebody doesn't know you, you know, the whole cancel culture and everything's freaking insane around here. Well, today's interest rate's at 6.5 and open is charging 4.9. That's why they're losing money, sir. That's why they're losing money. That's why they have a net loss on their books, sir. Dude, I plan on lifting mine too. Got a 22 taco, but I've had so many other hobbies. Man, I almost had that story where I almost died. And again, we're just blasting the friggin' stories here. Thank God somebody's actually trading on this channel. The car that almost killed me in Hawaii was a lifted taco. That had like, you know, that's what they call them. Yeah.
A taco?
Yeah. It's like Tacomas are just called tacos. Because T-A-C-O.
I thought you just said Tahoe and then you just really fucked it up.
Oh, no, taco. Yeah, they call those trucks tacos. But yeah, it had like the wheels that stuck out like 8 inches or something, you know. So then basically just came behind me while we were both going 60. And he just swerved into his lane, or my lane just a little bit. We were on a slight turn. So his passenger oversized tire went into my back bumper and was rubbing and grinding against my back bumper. I'm like, whoa, this dude's like grinding on us. And I tried to swerve to the right just a little bit to like, you know, get away from his tire. And right when he did that, he got nervous and slammed the gas. Like I heard his truck downshift 2 levels and then just go brrr, and he just friggin' rammed into us. And then we twisted, spun, and we spun not too many times, only maybe 2 or 3 times. It was more of like a very slow, peaceful spin. But we spun through 3 lanes of 60-mile-per-hour traffic going this way. We spun through a median that was like 20 foot wide. And then we spun through 3 lanes of 60-mile-per-hour traffic coming straight towards us. And somehow everybody missed us. We missed everybody. And then the rear of our bumper just eventually slammed into the guardrail. And then, you know, that brought us to a stop. So, yeah, man, lots of fun. Only about 15,600 miles on it. Very nice, man. You're going to get to have a lot of fun with that. The truck that I just bought, massive brag, has 250,000 miles on it, sir. So take that. But my truck also only cost me $4,300 because I bought it cash off Facebook Marketplace so I can lake launch my boat.
Yeah, he's got experience.
Yeah.
He's got experience.
Stagsy, love feeding the tarpon. Should we just buy and hold today? I think so, man. I think so. Actually, I thought I was in a buy. I didn't realize that's how much I'm paying attention today, gang. Follow me for more trading tips. Oh, wow, look at that. Always gone, so I never get to drive her. She's a survivor. Stack Z, damn, that's scary. Dude, it was very scary. Like I said, I was really big into like the whole influencer thing. My wife was as well. I had 44,000 followers on Facebook. Actually, at the time, I had 56,000 followers on Facebook. My wife had about 20,000 followers on Facebook. And, you know, we were documenting the entire trip for the first 3 days. And then it happened on day 3. And then we stayed in the hotel, basically our room for the next 3 days because we were pretty shook up. And then, yeah, man, it was like 2 months later, quit my job and all, everything else that's transpired now to now. But, yeah, that was kind of a nuts situation. She's a survivor talking about your 250,000 mile truck. Yeah, thanks, man. I know, again, ADD brain, ADHD brain, ADD brain. What are those? Yeah. But yeah, she is a survivor, man. 11 a.m. candle just opened. So Stack Z is reminding us that, yes, sir, this is in fact a trading channel. We do have a brand new 1 hour candle, and maybe we can actually make some trades today. Let me see. So my end all be all target would be kind of that 198 shelf. What is our 1 hour looking like right now? We really don't have a top wick on it yet. Body's basically just matched up perfectly, so that definitely gives us a springboard to keep going up.
Order filled.
I mean, there's nothing else to do at this point. I guess you just hope that longs work. Let's see, what would it be? So the stop would kind of be the 130s. Can you just long like a mini right now? Just long a mini for the 200s and see what the hell happens? Which seems silly after we've gone up so far, but... Monday, Tuesday. Where is our Wednesday? Yeah, I mean, she's going real good right now. 320s. Not to me too, but I had the same thing happen in a little 2000 Celica, dude. That was my dream car. So Staxy is longing it on the next pullback. I agree, sir. As soon as we touch this 21 again, we're going to go long. And then we're going to add more into it if it hits the 50. And then we'll get out of it if it goes below 110. That's the plan. So A Gunner, Celica, man, when I was in high school, that was my dream car. I really badly wanted a Toyota Celica. Friggin' gorgeous car, right? My parents ended up getting me, because they didn't want me to have a two-door, because it's too sporty. So they got me a Nissan Sentra Spec V instead, which was like the little race car version of the sedan, you know. Longing on the lady blew a yield. I was going straight, tried going around her, clipped her back bumper, spun like an egg down the freeway till I hit the guardrail and was facing forward. Dude, that's nuts, man. When you're going that speed, it's nuts. Like, he tapped me and we spun 180 instantly and we were just facing him 180. Wow. When did I go long? Did I just go long? I thought I was waiting for a pullback to go long. That's how we are today, gang. That's how we stinking are today. But yeah, spun. I was facing backwards, and I'm like thinking in my head, man, this is embarrassing. I guess I got to get out right now. We're gonna, we're gonna be blocking traffic, and then the car didn't stop. And then I looked down, and obviously all of this happened in like a split second, right? Where we spun around, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. I'm gonna have to get out because I thought we were going like we had just left a green or a red light on this highway. There was like, I don't know, a couple hundred feet down the road or something like that. So in my mind, I thought we were going like 15 or 20 miles an hour, and I thought we had already came to a complete stop. Then I realized, nope, we're still going backwards, and we're flying backwards right now. And then I looked at the speedometer, we were still going 50 miles per hour. And I'm like, fuck, man, we are going fast right now. And then unfortunately from there, we slowly started spinning, and that's when I saw, like the other lanes of traffic and everything, wife is screaming, and I'm like, so same thing. Luckily, it was one of those highways that has, stop lines along it and shit like that. So there's a bunch of stoplights for the oncoming traffic. So it was like a wave of cars that was coming at us. But luckily, we were in that tiny little blip where, the red light had happened and there was no cars. So wife is screaming. I do the calculation really quick. I'm like, I think we're going to be okay. I try to drive out of it first off, and the car was dead. As soon as it spun around, the car just, shut everything down. It shut down the oil, shut down the gas, shut everything down. So it went into like safety mode because I would have tried to spin it Max Verstappen style and survived. But no, so we started spinning. I'm like, hey, we're going to be okay. These cars are far enough away. And then when we got close to those 60 mile per hour cars, it turned out they didn't really notice us yet. So they weren't slowing down like I was hoping they would. So there was one lady that almost friggin' clipped us. I'm like, why can't you fucking see us? We're spinning through a highway. You're seeing flashing lights everywhere. Why can you not see us? Yeah. But yeah, man. Evision collision. You guys should kick that Stack Z guy out of here. He keeps making us do all these side talks now. All right, hold on. Let's do one little longie here because we're finally at the 21. We're going to do another little longie at 138. And then we might, unfortunately, get out if it comes down to the 100s. So this is not based on anything except for purely the fact that yesterday we went all day up. Today we've been going all day up. We just touched the 21, Greg. Thank you, sir. I know it, Marco. I just was about to miss that. Gang, gang, gang. The blue line of resistance spun about 3 times and kept sliding backwards in the middle island on grass. Hit the middle guardrail with my back bumper, spun forward. Yeah, dude. It's a wild feeling, just like yesterday on the truck. You know, I felt that truck. Whew, that little last second before she snatched and caught, I felt the truck give way because the trailer went sideways, lifted up the back end of the truck just a little bit. I heard the tires squealing and stuff. I saw my nose just slowly starting to drift. I'm holding one wheel, you know, just trying to steady it with the other hand, slamming the brake system. And again, luckily, she straightened out real quick. We got to the side and we were fine. Hey, Gunner, shit, down 400. Gotta look what's on sale. So here we come down to our 140s. I mean, we should have waited for it, truthfully, but we'll see.
Order filled.
We haven't broken the 50 all day except for 9:45. We broke it real quick. So this is either going to be a break or a beautiful push back up.
Order filled.
Hopefully, beautiful push back up. Looks like everybody else is kind of having a meaningful pullback right now. VIX is going up just a little bit. A Gunner saying Microsoft down to 406. Man, that's another one that I kind of stayed away from for a little bit too. Microsoft seemed to kind of be just losing the battle of everything. You know, their optics was terrible. Their technology was starting to slip. Just so many kind of bad things going for it. But at the end of the day, it is Microsoft, you know, so it shouldn't go away completely. Let's see, is this one of those bear flags that's actually going to flag out, or is this one of those bear flags that just tricks everybody and then ends up making us money finally today? We do have the 9 crisscrossing over the 21, which isn't great. Tesla ripped up pretty nice today too. Tesla is the only Magnificent 7 that I've kind of been staying away from a little bit lately. I purchased them before last earnings. I went into a bunch of them. I went heavy too. I can't even remember what these levels are at anymore, but it was right before earnings. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I think I bought it in like the 450s or 500s, if that makes sense. And then I sold it like 50 bucks up or 80 bucks up or something, most of it. I held on to, I think, 4 or 5 shares. So those 4 or 5 shares are now down like $100 a share or something. And I've been kind of waiting to add into them. But I feel like I really want to add in at like the 250s, which would be insane. Like, is Tesla going to fall down to the 250s? Who the hell knows? But it seems like 250s is where solid support is. Unless the robot thing really starts working out sooner than later. You know, they just have to make sure that they stay as an AI company and not as a car company. If they're a car company, they're grossly overvalued and they're going to plummet like a rock. If they're an AI company, then you know they still got a chance.
Stop filled.
Doing okay on the long so far, gang. We got a couple stops in here. Got a couple stops, 20 points up. We still have 2 left. We'll kind of see what happens around the EMA here. CoreWeave, Oracle, NVIDIA are powerhouse. All 3 of them are working together. You know what blew my mind is when I found out that Lisa Su, NVIDIA CEO, is related to friggin' NVIDIA CEO. How crazy is that shit? Like, how do you have two family members that are powerhouse family members? One owns NVIDIA, one owns AMD. Like, imagine that Thanksgiving. Whose house do you show up for that Thanksgiving dinner, you know? Holy shit, man. And what kind of, like, back deals happen there? Woo, 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 woo. Look at that little spike up to 180. Beautiful little 40-point trade finally happening in sink or swim here today, guys. After 300 stories, too much talking, we're finally up 157 on the day. Beautiful 40-point trade. Marco, the one that has the most space on the helicopter pad, right? Dang, Daddy. Depends on whose yacht we going to today, you know? That's crazy.
Right.
So, Gunner, can't do Tesla anymore. Went through a divorce back in 2019, sold almost everything, then watched Tesla do a 3-for-1 and a 5-for-1. No, that was the mill you lost. Dude, yeah, man. Especially from 2009 Tesla, man. That was like getting into the golden era of Tesla, right? As my friggin' light dies. Do you have a garden at your house, sir?
Me?
Yes.
We were past the garden stage. We had a garden for, oh goodness, 15 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially when the boys were around. My oldest son was like the ultimate farmer, you know. So we had like a half acre, you know.
Yeah.
Now the good thing now is I go over and take care of my mother-in-law's yard and stuff, and she has a garden in the back, so I get all my stuff fresh from her. So.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's the best garden to have. It's just like the best boat
It
to
is.
have is not your boat. It's your neighbor's boat, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they say that's the two happiest days of your life, right? The day you buy one and the day you sell one.
Yeah, exactly, bud. Hey, Gunner.
And that's what's so hard. I mean,
pleasure, sir.
the food is so much better for you, and it tastes so much better. It's I mean,
oh, I know.
You know, our tomatoes and peppers and everything, you know, our squash and all that, but
hell yeah.
Then you go look at it and you're like, okay, I just spent, you know, $2,500 to get everything ready to go this year.
Oh yeah, it's a $500 tomato.
And I could go buy a can of green beans, you know, for 39 cents.
Yeah. Hey, Gunner, really appreciate you today, bud. Thank you so much for, you know, hanging out with us. Thank you so much for chit-chatting.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You know, great, phenomenal time. Made a little money and shared a couple of laughs, and that's always a great day. Yeah, Jackie, what was it that we had the other day where you made everything? Like you made the bread, you made the jam, you made the blah 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 blah.
It was bagel sandwiches. It was the bagels that I made.
Oh, that's what it was.
The only thing I didn't make was
the eggs, the bread, or I mean the cheese and the bacon, right?
Cheese and bacon, but then like the kids the one day had hard-boiled duck eggs on an English muffin that I made with jam that I made. Yeah,
that's cool. If you heard that, you know. So yeah, we have obviously the ducks here and everything else. They're laying, you know, usually like 6 to 10 eggs a day. So yeah, and she has her farm stand that she makes sourdough and she makes bagels and stuff like that and jams. So yeah, the other day we had, I mean, you probably overheard it, but we had a homemade bagel with a homemade duck egg with homemade jam on it. And it was absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, I just brag on my mother-in-law a bunch whenever whenever I'm mowing the yard or something. So, cause she's getting into all that right now, where she's grinding, you know, her own grain for the bread.
Yeah, buddy.
And all that. So,
so that was my big present to my wife this year for Christmas was a friggin' mill grain, or a grain mill. You know, so same thing. She has like this $500, $600 Nutra blada blada. So she buys like the wheat berries now and like throws the wheat berries in and mills her own grain and then makes the bread out of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. I can't believe it's 11:16. This honestly has been a wild day. I have not stopped talking the entire day. That is every day. But today it's been a very eclectic range of, usually there's a little bit more trading involved or a little bit more, you know, trade vernacular or trade nuances. You know, like especially there's times there's times in this channel where magic happens, I feel. Where it's like, you'll be in a trade, I'll be in the same exact trade, a lot of the chat is in the same trade, and we're all talking through it at the same time. Like, I'll be looking at the 5 minute and the 1 hour, I'm like, all right, this is a level, this is a level, this is a level, you're talking about levels over there. Like Charles, Marco, somebody else, Stack Z is like, hey, we're looking at this, we're looking at this, we're looking at this. And like, we'll just have this beautiful magical moment of like 2 to 3 minutes where the whole squad is locked in. And I love it when that feeling
Yeah, we've
happens.
had some really good plays, but I mean, honestly, you talking today, I mean, it has saved us a lot of money.
This saved us a lot of money, yeah. Yeah, especially compared to yesterday, too. How many we got? We got 12 concurrent viewers, too. It's interesting to see, man. Yeah, this stream has just been continually going up and up and up in viewers. Our highest was 14 today. Or no, 15.
Dang, right now.
We had 15. Look at that. So, gang, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel. It always helps out. The bigger we can get, the more popular we can get, the more eyes we can get on us from these prop firms, and then they'll start giving us a few more affiliate codes. Now, if you're smart, though, you might have noticed that Trading Cowboy already has his lovely affiliate code from Tradeify. It is code CB. So if anybody needs a Tradeify account today, please utilize the code. You might also notice that below my name, there is no affiliate code because I don't have an affiliate code yet because enough people haven't subscribed to my channel yet. So you 15 people.
Let's go, people.
Come on. You got to subscribe. And then I can make the monies too. Melly loves it.
Come on.
Love it. Melly, are you in your sourdough era yet? Seems to be quite the trend lately. Which, man, the sourdough fail videos are so funny. Of like these girls, like there's this one. It's kind of like the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation where they cut into the turkey, you know, and it just looks gorgeous, and then just. This girl had this gorgeous sourdough, perfect crust, perfect everything, cuts into it, opens it up, and the entire inside was just Play-Doh. It just Play-Dohs out, you know? Oh, Melly's in her sourdough era. I love it, man. Honestly, bread is, I've said it a billion times, but bread is my favorite food group, which I know is insanely silly. But the fact that I'm now married to a woman that is in her sourdough era is literally a dream come true to me. The sourdough, the bagels, everything that we get is so good. Actually, she's starting to do like coffee cakes and stuff like that too that are very tasty. Little
when that sourdough, I mean, your wife's in the right deal, right? Because she gets to sell it. Because, you know, I got lucky. Our neighbor that has the chickens, she got into her era about 1.5 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my gosh, this stuff just keeps growing and growing. So now, like once a week, we get a loaf of sourdow bread.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
so
dude, because the starters.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And then, so, like, the last time she was over, I was like, hey, thanks a lot. Where's the eggs at?
Yeah.
She's like,
right.
Oh, I'll bring eggs.
Shoot, man. It's like when you give a mouse a cookie, you know?
Yeah. Like, are we not supposed to have eggs with this? Or what? What's going on?
Dude, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. But, yeah, man, it is wild, too, because, like, just like you said, it's a living, breathing thing, you know, the sourdough starter. So, like, Jackie, it just blows my mind sometimes. It's so funny, you know? It's like a kid. Yeah, she'll, like, wake up at, like, 12 o'clock at night, like, super, super tired. And she's like, I got to go feed my starter. And she'll, like, stumble out of the room and start, like, feeding her friggin' flour. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. It's midnight, you know? But then I eat it the next day, and I don't complain then. You know,
that's right. Commitment.
Shoo. So look at that bounce off the 50, man. Just an absolutely beautiful bounce off the 50, all the way back up here to 188, 187. My end all be all target was originally like 193, I think. Is anybody paying attention today? 197. So 197 was kind of the original target, and it's just. That's where we fell off the cliff, right? Man, I remember when this happened, too.
Our next pivot point's 294.
When this happened, too, I was like, look at this friggin' cliff. Like, we have to come back and retest this. Before we keep falling off, we have to retest it. And we never did. We
Yeah.
came close that day, and then just boom, 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 boom. So this is finally our first time retesting this thing. That was January 29th. If we pop above it, you know, obviously 295s, we'll go to this high here. But just wild to see, man. These are hard days to trade. Really, really hard days to trade. Cowboy's in deep with his funded right now. You can tell. Look at him.
No, I was looking up at the 4 hour, like kind of like you are. I was looking at the pivot points on the 4 hour, and
Yeah. See
on the
what's
4
up
hour
there.
we have 323, but on the 5 we have like 293.
Oh, strange. I
Wait,
don't
man,
even.
you look at those.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at a 4 hour since yesterday. I mean, you're like, what? Like, why are we up? You know, the low 24,902 roughly. So we're up 1,200 points, 1,300 points.
In like 24 hours.
We just caught 30 of that, I think, live.
Yeah, I know, right? We're up 12. We're at 1,200 points. We caught 30 of it. Again, just reminding you that we're the best to ever do it and ever will do it. Man, you know who we haven't seen today? Miguel. Where's our hype
I know
man
it.
at?
Yeah.
Shoot, man. I hope everything's doing well. Was his he had a family member that was a little sick right now.
Yeah, his grandma has cancer.
Oh,
Stage 4
shoot,
cancer, he
man.
said.
Yeah, I hope today's not a bad cancer day.
What cancer?
Poor guy.
But I mean, who else did we? I mean, Driving Obsessions here.
Yep.
What about Good News? Did we see Good News? I didn't see him.
We haven't seen good news yet. Good news, you listening in, bud? I mean, he might be at his hopefully he's picking
Top
up his
Trader.
probably picking up his daughter right now.
Yeah.
There's probably some people that were here that didn't even say anything because I was freaking just talking. Nobody got to get a word in edgewise. So 196, look at that, 197. Shoot, not to say now's the time to short, but if I was going to short today, now is the time that I would randomly short just to purely see if that candle is kind of the file off the cliff resistance point. If not, we're going up another 100, I think.
Yeah.
I really don't see resistance. Like, there's no reason that we would just stop here. We'd probably go up to like the 249s at the very least, 276s, and then again 295. Or we fall off the cliff right now, which I doubt though, because there's so much. What's our volume at? Our volume's still doing really good. Darn it. You know, I just really just I didn't can't even talk anymore. Too much talking. I'm disappointed with myself yesterday still. I was down 80 bucks, 90 bucks on the live stream. I walked away, came back, tried to do a couple more silly trades. And like the average candle size is like this, 8, you know, it was like 6 or 7. And so you're stuck in a trade for like 5, 10, 20 minutes trying to make a little money off that trade. And during that trade, you're feeling that false sense of security that, hey, we can go in pretty heavy because we're only going up a few points at a time.
Yeah.
And then I just got hit with like 2 or 3 candles in a row that were just big old candles. And I ended up losing like 450 yesterday. So I'm kind of disappointed. 51,245. We were at 51,700 yesterday at the peak. So we're still down 450 from yesterday. Yeah, we have nothing in the way really stopping it from continuing up, says Staxy. I kind of agree, man. It's just another one of those weird days like yesterday where it's like nonsensical at this point, but it just keeps going. I guess I like the idea of waiting until it comes down to the 50 before I do another trade, which kind of stinks because that might take an hour. Or at the very least the 21. You needed to cross through the 21 to feel a little bit better about it, but we're definitely slowing up just a little. And I guess technically we shouldn't really, as much as I would love to just blindly short here because of that hour candle, that's a hope and a poke. And we've learned to not take hope and pokes anymore. Yeah, we are all anticipating a big drop once it does turn around. Yeah, man, which is the reason why it probably won't turn around anytime soon, right? Because there's people buying up the market still, and then there's people shorting the shit out of the market right now, and that's driving the price up higher, right?
Daddy,
Yeah, Bubba.
you like the card with the wood better on the back or black on the back?
I don't think I've seen any card. Oh, are you doing the flyers right now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you, baby.
Daddy, which one do you want like the back to be?
She's working on our Oak and Ember marketing flyers, so we'll be sending those out hopefully sometime next week. I have this idea where I'm going to we have 2 flyers we made. We made a flooring and a outdoor ceiling accent, flyer. Because the same thing, you're just putting the flooring, up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send those to, I'm going to target a bunch of lake houses, stuff like that that's kind of close to newer construction communities. They might be newer houses and things like that. Those will be our flooring flyers. And then I'm going to find a new construction community that has 400 houses in it that opened up maybe a year ago. And I'm going to send those ones all of the accent detail fireplace and woodworking flyers. And that'll be more bring it from builder basic to beautiful type thing, Marco says, market has slowed way down. Stack say, I was going to buy calls at the open on Tesla. I'm kicking myself now. Yeah, I'm still so nervous about Tesla. We talked about that. Let me look at it real quick.
Oh, I know, but so I looked probably 20 minutes ago, so it may be different now, but like a 380 Tesla call, the low of the day was $10,
Ugh.
and now it's at $10.10.
Dang,
So
dude.
you could have went from $100 to $1,000.
Tesla, so it's up 6.7. Wow.
Yeah, it was 20 something bucks earlier.
But even then, when you zoom out to the 1 month, it's finally made a higher high compared to the 380s, but just barely. I still don't trust it, man. Zoom out to the 3 month on Tesla right now, and then tell me that looks like a good idea. Now, if you want to be a full degen like I used to be, there's the leveraged ETF of Tesla. It is TSLL. Not to bankrupt my followers, but TSLL is a 2x leverage of Tesla. So that's actually up 13% today.
Babe, what was the second part on your phone? Your floor's called. What was that second part?
Your floor is called. No, your house called. It wants better floors.
Okay. Are you sure?
It was something like that.
No.
Right? That's kind of clever, isn't it? That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Your house wants better floors.
Your house called. It wants better floors. Hold on, let me see. Co-home shirt recommendation. I don't know if I have it on here. Did you do it in chat or you did it on your chat?
It was in chat.
But was it on mine? I thought it was on yours.
Was it on mine?
No, your house called ... It wants better floors. Yeah, that's what it was. Look at that, sir. The short is shortened for you. I like to see it. Came up to the 200s beautifully for a nice little shorty short. If we lose 174, H-Town says, then 151 area is in play.
I think so. I mean, the only reason I jumped in is because I don't know if y'all were watching, but it kept sitting at the 200, and then all of a sudden it just kept flickering back and forth real fast. And I was like, okay, it's either going to jump 10 points or it's going to drop. So.
Yep. Man, we do have the 50 down here, though, at 166.
I mean, if we get below this trend line right here and we keep pushing down, I mean, yeah, anything could happen because this is basically our bear flag setup, right? We're breaking below it.
Yep.
So, and we'll see. We're just gonna trail it. I'm gonna keep one up there at even. Trail this one. That way we'll get something out of the trade, and then the other one we'll just let the EMAs protect it. All right, so that one's off. So now I'm just gonna keep this one up here high and tight. Just see if this is gonna be a bear flag playing out.
Ooh, she's turning red.
Did we get 200 on it? Oh, no, we didn't. NVIDIA hit 199.94 and then turned around.
So they can call it business.
Here's that 50.
ES is giving up.
VIX is spiking. Qs are coming down. NVIDIA's coming down just a little.
Let's see if that 50 is going to hold us again one more time. Come on, reject 174. You're below it. Now we need to reject it right here.
How much time we got left? We still have 30 seconds left in this candle. Oh, man, I'm so tempted to go long, too. It's so funny because this entire time I've been like, hey, if it breaks the 21,
Oh, yeah,
comes down to the
for sure.
50, I got to go long.
For
Now you're
sure.
short. And I'm like, it's usually not a good idea then. Wow, and it seems like it wants to break. No way. See what it does down at the 140s then. Or like Stack C said, 150s.
I mean, there's your little doji starting to stair step. Stack Z short at 176. If it closes above 1 minute candle, I'm out. I agree with that. I'm just going to let these EMAs protect me now. So if it pops above 190, I'll probably exit. But now I just want these EMAs
Did
to
you?
keep rejecting off of it.
Don't keep messing like that, baby.
Daddy, why do you want to do that? I mean, you felt it yesterday. It's not wiggly enough.
I thought it was maybe a different one, bud.
No, it's
20 seconds left in this 5 minute. Oh, I was so tempted.
That was the little 50-second push we usually get. So that could be a turnaround, honestly. So
Oh, that was a very weak push, though, too, admittedly.
yeah.
But we're right here at the 50. What are the chances? Now is finally the time after rocket shipping up this whole time.
You're not gonna die. Go do your crunch lap, or go play outside with the duckies. Go ride your one wheel.
when do you think we're done here again?
I don't know. See you next time. Hoping good.
Still 40 seconds left on this candle. Right now it's an inside candle.
Yeah, and I mean, right now the bulls may be going, holy crap, what's going on, guys? What are we doing? Why aren't we still going up?
Right? There's your 3 wicks, though, that you and Marco talk about. If it
I know
holds
it.
this 50.
Yeah, we got to break below. Got to break below 169. And the bulls know it, right? That's why they're fighting so hard right here.
Here's our new candle. No bottom wick on this 1 minute yet.
Good push. I think a lot of signs also pointed to that 5-minute closure. We did get that 50-second push. It looked kind of weak, but we still got the push.
Yeah.
So a lot of times if it's a true drop and you see that 5-minute, you won't get hardly any push. Like that candle will hardly move,
Yeah.
and then usually that next candle is just really a face ripper. You
Yeah,
know,
it just
it'll
starts
really just rip
smashing you
down.
down. Though this is a
Yeah,
pretty good wick and rejection here.
it is kind of surprising.
Still 15 seconds left in this candle. It's like a doji 1 hour candle.
And how
right
many
now.
people had their stop, you know, at 184, 185
Right.
above the high of that wick? I think we're going to get a pop up though. Let's see. No wick on the bottom of this one.
Order filled.
We
Yeah,
closed
I'm gonna-
below the bear flag.
I'm trying a little long here, not to fade you, sir, but and I'll get out quick too. If it gets down to like 164, I'll be out basically. And you know me, I'm probably gonna drop that stop in right now anyway. You know?
Order rejected.
He rejected it. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, he says.
Oh no. Just in case I'm wrong. We still have 4 seconds. I needed to push right now though if it's gonna go.
Gosh, my head turned
Yeah, it's
into
looking
a
pretty
Lego
strong.
head.
Let's see what happens. All the EMAs are pointing back up now.
Daddy, my head turned into a Lego head.
It's super cool, man. I like that Lego head.
Look it.
Stop filled.
Massive Lego. Hold on, I gotta clear my shit. Mega Lego.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, honestly, man, this might be the thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
instead of sink or swim trading, I could just end up wearing one of these.
There you go.
It would kind of be like Dead Mouse, you know? I could do a Dead Mouse
Yeah.
thing where people just following this guy. I feel like this is somebody you'd take some trades from,
Oh yeah. Not even question it.
you know? Well, we're up 171 bucks on the day, so we're not having the worst day in the world, but
Heck yeah.
I wish we could have done a little better, as always. Do do do. Not that I smell over here. Is it your computer?
Little bull flag maybe?
Is it outside?
That would be entertaining for sure. Speaking of,
Oh no, our house is on fire!
it's kind of interesting that now that I'm trading and making money trading, the views are falling off a little bit compared to when we weren't trading and we were just talking.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? You know? Feel like I'm
So
just
here's
here for
what
the
you need to do.
entertainment.
You
Stop
need
that. You know? Could you
When
imagine
you're
people?
not trading, you need to set it up right there, and you need to buy your kids a Lego set and just let them literally just stream them putting it together.
Oh, I know it.
You're gonna get the hours for it. People would log in just to see. Most of the people would leave it on just to watch them, to support.
Could you imagine? And I end up getting like just 1 million followers or something like that, but they're all from the ages
Yeah.
of like 3 to 8. You know, I go to the prop firm asked to they're like, can we see your demographics on your followers? And it's like 98% is from age 3 to 8. I'm like, yeah, man, don't worry. They're future traders, bud. They're future traders.
Yeah. We're preparing the future.
Yeah. Do you want to future-proof your company or not? Right? Like you're thinking in the future, 10 years. There you go.
Daddy,
Yes,
why
sir.
don't you buy one of these heads that like you can actually put on your head in your shop, like a Lego holder?
It's a great idea, bud. You're not saying anything bad.
Do you guys do tile or no?
No, I think I want to stay away from it. I haven't talked to Josh about it, but I'd rather not. And even hardwood, like even legitimate wood floor, I almost don't want to do. I just want to do kind of like LVP. What do you think about that decision, Cowboy? Did you guys do tile and stuff like that, or did you try to just focus on one thing versus the other?
Oh yeah, no, we had a crew that would do tile. I mean, honestly, you would be able to find tile installers and stuff super fast. Probably
Oh,
in
that's
your
true,
area,
right. So
but-
don't consider me doing it, but yeah, we would hire somebody to
Yeah,
do it. That's
no.
true. Yeah, babe, we do tile. Of course we do tile.
I mean, even a lot of these nicer houses are gonna want glue down real wood floor and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So,
yeah, yeah.
So, baby, what tell
all right, we're flat on that.
why is it
Up huge at one point. We took
Shoot,
one off down there at the bottom. So
shoot,
nice
man.
recovery again.
The longs are still longing. Every time it comes to the 50, let's go heavy with the longs. Which average candle size still 10, man. Dismal candle sizes.
Yeah.
All right,
And
gang.
there
Well,
again, if you can get set up with a nice carpet wholesale somewhere there,
yeah. Start
that way
getting
you
into
can offer the
carpet.
whole house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause
I guess,
that's
so Florida, generally speaking, it seems like people don't really like carpet too often. Most people like to have like the tile or LVP or wood throughout. Which always blew my mind too, because I'm from up north. So when I was selling houses too, people would be like, "Well, is it dumb to have carpet in the bedroom?" I'm like, well, I'm from up north, so no, I want carpet in the bedroom, which I don't have carpet in this bedroom.
I would rather have hardwood or LVP with an area rug.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Full
exactly
carpet.
that, area rugs, because there's just too much sand. Everything is sand, right?
Yeah.
So your carpets just get destroyed so quickly.
I'm just saying, find you a good wholesale carpet deal
Yeah,
that you don't have to stock anything.
right.
They ship it super cheap because that's where a lot of the money is just in selling the carpet.
Yeah,
And then you just pay a couple guys to install it for, $400 or $500 for the whole house.
because you were
for
saying
the bedrooms or-
you get like $5 a foot profit or something on carpet, or was it a yard? $5 a
Oh,
yard.
it's insane. Yeah, I mean it's probably between 500 and 1,000% markup.
Damn, dude. Wow.
So
That is crazy. I heard that's true with couches as well. Like when you go out and you're really excited about the $2,500 couch or the $3,000 couch you just bought, but that a couch material wise, it cost the company like $100 to make that couch. Same thing with
Yeah.
same thing with beds and stuff like that. Just crazy markup on all that stuff. Marco, I got in on a short, was stopped out, then went long. So when are we down in Florida for a month? So when we were down in Florida for a month, my feet were always cold because there was no carpeting and the AC was already on. Yeah, man, it takes a while to get used to that. The other thing is most people actually in Florida, I don't any longer, but when you first move to Florida, most people will wear you'll have house shoes or you'll have house sandals. Right, because the tile is too hard on your feet, and the heel of your foot and everything will hurt if you walk around for a few days. So a lot of people just have exactly that, sandals inside the house that never leave the house.
Grandpa do?
And it's nicely cushioned.
Remember Grandpa did?
Stack Z, are we going to make all-time highs on the indexes today? That would be wild. I know it, man, and we might because we almost hit all-time highs, yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever the hell it was. So. It honestly is. It honestly is wild. I mean, Monday, we were talking about levels on the 1 hour like we are now, and we talked about what was it? It was like the 25,900 level. I was like, this will be insane if we actually hit this today, and then 900 points later, we friggin' hit it. Yeah, it was that 25,968. Couldn't believe that we just chewed that up yesterday. Now I'd say we're really kind of going to that. We got a resistance point up here at 225. So that's not really that far away. Or on the 5 minutes, 317. On the 1 hour, it's 224. We don't have a top wick on the... There we go. I was going to say this hourly candle at the moment doesn't have a top wick on it. We're getting close, says Stack Z. We were all the way back up at the top on the daily and weekly. Yeah, man. So me personally, I think I'm going to give this thing about 5 more minutes. We'll wait till the 11:50 kind of London candle. See how that does. But probably going to call it a day sooner than later. We squeaked a little bit out. Today was a hell of a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday disappointed me pretty good. I shouldn't have came back to my computer. I always say that too. When you leave the damn charts, leave the charts, right? Leave them.
Yeah.
Don't log back in, you know? And it's just one of those dumb things. I was down $80 on the day. I'm like, I don't want to be down $80 on the day, so let's just do a couple small trades. You know, like basically 3-4 trades with micros. You can save that. But yeah, then you do one, and then you average down a second one, average down a third one, average down a 10th one, and then I'm like, fucking oof, here we go.
Daddy?
Yes,
20
sir.
away
Can we
from
get the
all-time
tiniest
high.
little
Do we
piece of
just
candy?
short it with all we got, stack Z if
No,
it hits
we're
that? I
not.
mean, do we just throw everything we have at it and see if it works?
Everything.
It's the dirt bike.
Like,
Melly
I feel
says
like
she-
that's the time to have a live account.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the time. If a guitar guy was here, I would say, okay, this is your moment.
Oh, right. He hasn't showed up today because he's starting his own stream. What a nutball.
Yeah,
My God, man.
yeah.
Daddy,
He's. I can't. I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch that stream. I'll follow
Yeah.
that.
Why can't we get the tiniest dirt bike that they make?
Because the tiniest dirt bike they make can still go 20 or 25. And if you do a mistake at 20 or 25 and you run into a fence post at 20 or 25, we don't have you anymore. Which is so crazy, man. I'm such an extreme sport person.
Right.
And I was definitely one of those kids too. When I was in high school, I wanted a motorcycle, and my parents were always like, you know, you can't have one until you're 21, and then you can make the decision if you want one or not. And then when I was 21, I realized it was a dumb decision, and I should never be on two wheels, you know. And I was smart enough by that point. So same thing. Now my kid, you know, and his butt, you know, he's very very athletic, has phenomenal balance, could do backflips, everything that you just saw, phenomenal body control, really good wakeboarder, surfer, everything. His buddy has a gas dirt bike. He's ripped on it plenty of times, and he's really good on it. He's beaten me on my mini bike plenty of times
Without
without
killing
falling
myself.
or killing himself. But that's what scares me to death. Is he's a good enough kid that he'll push himself and push himself and push himself and push himself. And I'm just scared to death of you being on two wheels, because I think there's going to be that day where,
I have plenty of things that are two wheels.
yeah, but not plenty of things that go 25 miles an hour. I don't know. What was your take on that? Did your kids have two wheels or no? Or did they just have four-wheelers, go-karts, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple, but they mainly four-wheelers and go-karts, Rangers, side-by-sides.
Right,
Um,
right.
Do have some pretty nice, good friends that are their age that do the whole motocross thing
Uh-huh.
and did really well. You know, they had the big trailers
Yep.
and they did really good. I mean,
Shoot, man.
one of them cuts our yard every now and then.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Shoot, dude. Well, and that's why, like, I just met somebody at the trampoline park the other day that, you know, great dad, great kid and everything. Our kids hung out the entire time. They're doing backflips. They're both, like, athletically inclined together and stuff. And that's their world, is they have a buddy that has, like, 30 acres. And he was just like, hey, man, if you want to build a dirt bike track, go ahead and build it. So him and like 15 other buddies, and they're all in construction, and they have access to dirt and these big equipments and everything. They made like a championship, you know, motocross course. So I'm talking to the guy. He's like, yeah, you got to get your kid into it. Bring him over. We can rip all the time. I have my bike. He has his bike. Like, we're there every single day having the best time. And like, I'm friends with him on Facebook now, and every single day he's posting these videos of him and his kid. He has a 9-year-old as well. Maybe he's 8. I'm not sure. But, you know, are blasting over the jumps and stuff like that. The kid is getting like 10 feet of air and traveling like 15 feet and stuff. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
I mean, my brother did all of that too, right?
Yeah.
My brother's
Make the fence out of dirt bikes.
my brother's 4 years younger than me,
Yeah.
and he went through the whole phase, especially after I got out of the house. You know, my parents, you know, really let him do whatever he wanted then. You know, it was super strict when I was there, right? And then
Yeah.
I leave and everything just goes to pot. But he was always into that. I think you do okay when you're little and you're doing all that. And
Yeah.
I think starting out slow, and you know, especially if you got 30 acres to be able to just go ride on
Right.
and not have,
You're okay.
you know, to learn.
Right.
But you know, my brother, not to scare anybody, but then, you know, 20 years later, he's in his 30s and he goes out riding with all the, you know, all the kids that are my kids' age.
Right.
You know, he's 10, 15 years older than them, has a bigger bike than them, and he rides all day long. And he watches one of the kids, and the kid just like barely jumps over this one jump. It's a pretty big jump.
Right.
And my brother goes, okay, puts his, he doesn't put his stuff back on, puts his boots and stuff back, or he doesn't put his boots back on. That's where he went wrong.
Oh
He
no.
goes back out there, and he's going to show him how to do it. This is the last one. He was already finished.
Yeah.
He goes back out there. He hits this jump. He comes down wrong,
Oh.
and he lands, and it jacks up. It breaks both of his feet on the pegs because he hit so hard.
Oh.
And he's super tough, so he walks it off,
No.
And he goes like 4 or 5 days just in sheer pain.
No.
And my brother's big, he's like you, 6 foot, 6'1",
Yeah.
225, just big, just huge. He's a
Yeah.
lineman at our electric co-op. So
Yeah.
and he walks it off, and then finally he's like, maybe I should have it checked out. And since then, and not to scare him, this was in his 30s, so
Right.
that, your age, and since then, he had all that fixed. That was a couple years ago. He just had 2 hip surgeries, got those fixed.
Oh, dude, falling to pieces now, man.
So
Yeah.
I think as long as you do it when you're young, but
Yeah.
Greg doesn't need to go out there and show his son how to do it.
Dude, right. Yeah. That was like my wakeboarding accident last year, right? I'm trying to show Wyatt how to go wake to wake, and like just the tiniest little fall that should have been no big deal, And oh my God, I was in the emergency room for like 7 hours,
Yeah.
Good God. So A Gunner has a very good question for anybody that's watching that's new. What trading you guys do here? I've never followed this. I understand the regular market and calls, but don't understand how you guys are trading. So, sir, I was in the same spot as you. This is called the futures market. So I would, oh my God, let me see if I can say this correctly. Long story short, not be too long-winded. I was always trading stocks as well. I was trading options, and then I was trying to find people that actually traded stocks or options live on YouTube so I could help myself out and trade a little bit better. That's how I found Patrick Wieland. And Patrick Wieland trades what we're trading now, which is futures, which is another form of the stock market where you're buying future contracts. So there's 2 main ones that we trade. We trade M&Q and we trade NQ. Both of them follow NQ, which is basically what you're seeing right here, which is the Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq 100. So it follows loosely. You'll see it follows triple Qs and things like that. With overall patterns. But it's kind of like options where whenever you buy one contract, like if I bought one contract at 26,200 on M&Q, it'll cost me $2 to buy that contract. And then every, did I say that correct? Yeah, I don't know if it costs you $2 to buy that contract, but you buy it at the price point. Every point that it goes above or below that price is $2 per point, kind of a thing. If you do NQ instead, it is 10 times leverage that. So every time it goes up 1 point, like it goes from 200 to 201, you make $20 instead of $2, for example. Then beyond that, it's just very similar to like the stock market. It has the same exact kind of patterns, the same exact blah, 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 blah. So you can buy, you can sell, you can choose how many quantities you want to buy and sell. And that's kind of it. I feel like that's a good, like, just generalized, not getting into too much detail. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So how did me and Cowboy meet? Well, kind sir, it's just like we're doing today. I just, after that whole, oh wait, hold on. And the other SparkNote version of that story that I was saying. So when I found Patrick, I didn't realize, just like you're doing today, Gunner, I didn't realize Patrick was trading futures. I thought he was still just trading the stock market somehow. So then 2 days later, Patrick goes, hey, if anybody wants to be mentored learning futures, send me an email. So I send Patrick an email, and he accepts me to go to the BDH and trade live with him for 2 weeks when I had no idea that he was even trading futures, what futures were, the world of futures, or anything. So then I got to go in front of this guy who has 1 million followers now and makes millions upon millions of dollars trading. And then I learned futures trading through him. Then I came back home.
He only made $75 a day.
Made $75 a day. Thanks, Wyatt.
Did you just get a code on your phone?
We came home. Yes, I did. Here, bring my phone over to Mama. Don't read the code out loud, you silly kid. So I started my own channel. Long story short, started my own channel to show my journey and growth through futures. I have 300 and something followers now, one of which is you, Mr. Staxy. Another one was Trading Cowboy. And so I reached out and I said, hey, if anybody wants to jump on my show, I have an idea that I'll do, you know, once a week. I'll have one of my followers or subscribers hop on the show, and we can kind of like I did at the BDH. We'll interview you. We'll talk to you about your trading style. We'll see what your wins and losses were. And then, you know, we'll just trade live. And at the end of that day, you'll have like a live recorded video of you day trading and stuff like that you can show your friends and family. And I thought it was a really, really, really cool concept for me to like grow followers and subscribers and everything else. So we had Trading Cowboy on. We had a great day of streaming and chatting and trading. And then he kind of became my crutch. That's what I'd call it. He kind of became my crutch. Where Patrick trades one style, Trading Cowboy has a completely different style that still kind of complements his style, I would say. And I decided I like Trading Cowboy style a lot better. So I sunk my teeth into him, and I told him he's not allowed to leave. And I've held on to him as tight as I can for the last 2 months because he's been teaching me how to trade a lot better than how I was trading when I was on Patrick's channel. So now, full circle, Trading Cowboy, being a very good trader, has amassed a very beautiful following, and he is very rocking and rolling with his world. So I'm really proud and happy for you, man. I think you're going to have just an absolutely amazing future, especially in the next 6 months. I think that you're going to have a really nice explosion of growth. But that's basically how we met. So, yeah, he's my wingman. Admittedly, I'm guessing he's going to curl off my show sooner than later because he's getting too big for us, and he's going to start doing purely his own show. But for as long as we can have him, we're going to keep our teeth sunk into him.
Daddy, why
And not too big, but man, we're just streaming all day is crazy right now. So
I mean, that's the end of the day, man. Just friggin' streaming all day long, you know? And I just don't have the time for it because I'm trying to start that woodworking company at the same time. So I'm trying to start 2 businesses at the same time. Admittedly, I should do what Cowboy's doing, and I should just sit here until 4 o'clock every single day and talk to you lovely people until 4 o'clock every single day.
well, I'll talk to you about it off camera. We don't need to do it now because everybody be like, yeah, do it. So
Yeah, do it. You should definitely do it. This is the one.
I'll talk to you about an idea I have.
So guys, when I say that I'm going to end the stream, I'm not really going to end the stream. We're going to keep it live. So just don't say anything. As long as you guys are really quiet, he won't hear you.
Nobody type anything.
And then you can hear what he's going to say, and then you can peer pressure him later, you know?
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what our whole deal was, Stack Z, right? Is, I mean,
Yeah.
we want to make it together. So, I mean, one way or another, it's going to work out. I mean,
Hell yeah.
and that's what, you know, it may come down to eventually, you know, we're both streaming in the morning for a little bit or in the afternoon, but by having 2 different avenues, it's just more, you know, it's more for us. I mean, we're basically hedging the market, you know?
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah. Yeah, and exactly that, too. I mean, you know, Cowboy's going to get the stepping stones of success, right? I mean, the guy is, you know, not to toot your own horn here, sir, but you've had a lot of successful businesses, and you're at that age in your life where, I mean, just that. You kind of know how to take a business and make it successful. And so you and I kind of started this trading thing at the same time, but the difference being is you've had a lot more successful businesses than me. So you kind of know what to do to make it. Oh my God, I can't talk about it correctly, but you know what to do to make it successful and successful quickly. So you're just forming a beautiful roadmap for me. You know, if I want to be successful, I just have to do everything that this guy's doing right now. And you're doing a great job.
Well, and my deal is just go. I mean, it's stubborn sometimes, but just going all in. I mean, sometimes I lose focus of everything else around me sometimes. But, and you know, it all goes back to like, if you go back and look at my YouTube, I mean, I opened it in November. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this, you know, first of the year. I'm going for it. And I was going to do it a little bit before. So, you know, I, you know, kind of have a little background. And then I was like, I can't do this. You know what's going on, and I don't even know how to get started, I
Right.
mean, and then so, I just somehow you started and I got kind of, I was like, oh, I know this guy. I watched the whole week,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, so I checked it out, and I would type back and forth, kind of my thoughts, kind
Yeah.
of like Stack Z does now, kind of like,
Exactly.
Pamela and stuff like that. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go long right here,
Yeah.
and then Greg would say, hey, if anybody wants to come on, I'm gonna have Alex first, and then Alex didn't show up, and I was like, hey, I'll come on, and he
Yeah.
wouldn't even read my message. He was just like go right past it,
Maybe.
It's like,
Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day.
and then so the next day I'd be like, hey, if you want somebody, hey, I could, because I was just trying to get my feet wet in the YouTube thing,
Right.
and finally he's like, okay, so we did it, and then later that day I was like, okay, I'm going live, myself,
Yeah.
I can do it, and so
Yeah.
I clicked on
Easy.
YouTube, I
Yeah.
clicked live, and YouTube said, well, you can't just go live. We have to, you have to go 24 hours after you try to go live the first. And I was like, what?
What?
So then I
Yeah.
had to go through that whole process, and then the next day I was like, well, I don't want to do it again. I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to go live no more.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm done with this.
I know. I think
This sucks
Yeah,
now.
I'm too nervous now. So
Oh, I
and it was
know.
tough. I mean, I mean, same with you. I'm sure it was the same. But the first couple days, you're just talking to yourself,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and you just hope somebody from India comes on and says, hey, what are you trading?
Oh, I know
I
it.
mean, that's kind of
Dude, 100%. Like even when I start my stream, I just instantly would start talking right away because what I found too is a lot of people will go back and rewatch the streams too. So I don't want I never wanted somebody to enter my video that I created the day before and just see me log on and then sit there for the first 10 minutes, then finally be like, oh, okay, there's people here. Hi. So yeah, for the very
Yeah.
first time, it's just like, hey, what's up, gang? And just roll right into it. And people are like, wow, there must be 30 people watching right now,
yeah.
Yeah, bud. But yeah, man, it's kind of a fun thing, man. I absolutely love it to death. I love it to death so much. The only thing that stinks with me is again ADHD brain or ADD brain. And again, I really want this woodworking thing to work out too. I can see some good value to it. I can see good money in it, and I can see good consistency with it, I think. And I can also see a year from now I can pull myself back and then just have more of an operational role as well. So I think it's a very, very, very good idea. But kind of to your point, I was rocking and rolling with with just this, creating t-shirts, creating the Discord, creating everything. And that was before my buddy asked, hey, do you want to help me out on a fireplace for a few days? And then that few days turned into 3 weeks, and then that 3 weeks turned into a partnership and a business, So now, admittedly, a lot of my focus and energy, unless I'm sitting straight down here in front of this screen, has been trying to make that business successful because I've got somebody relying on me for that one too now. But
Yeah.
Family
and the family.
who likes eating.
Gunner says, I'll keep following you guys as long as you guys don't
Thank
become
you.
like Jeremy LaBouva over here, elf on a shelf fool. I don't know, Jeremy LaBouva. Good news is here. Hold on, I got to go back through. I haven't even looked at any of you guys' messages yet. Oh, congrats meeting each other. Yeah, I appreciate that. And, again, guys, make sure that I think and I'm just going to let you guys know anyways, the Cowboy makes at least 8 to 10 grand a month in payouts. So he's a very, 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 very good futures trader. He's what we all aspire to be, especially with him only doing it for about a year so far. So definitely make sure that you guys follow this guy because
And like
he has some pretty darn good trades. So Asian session kicked my butt, says Good News. And welcome, Good News. So I'm always late. Kids school, working as well. We get it, man. Have you ever thought about botting your stream to get viewers? No. Stack C, I also don't really know. I've just never been in that world. I feel like once you start doing that, you get kind of flagged. I've never been about buying my followers or paying for my followers or doing really too much silly stuff to kind of push it. That was something my wife actually
I don't even
did.
know how to do that.
Yeah,
I've
me
never
neither.
bought followers.
Like, guys, when I first started, I was literally having to FaceTime Greg. Like, why isn't this working?
Like OBS and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where's the microphones?
And then he was taking pictures of my screen and then put it in a chat GPT
Right.
so it could figure it out for us.
Yeah.
And like and
Cowboy, you
subscribe.
too. I see you making at least 1 mil a year in the next 2 years. Dude, I 1,000% agree, man. I mean, the trajectory is just huge, and it seems so obtainable too. Like, keep in mind, people like Nutty Bar. Nutty Bar has 19,000 followers, and he's kind of, I love him to death, man. I don't want to talk bad about him at all, but I've only been following for a year, and he's stayed at 19 the entire year. So he's, I think, almost plateaued. He's not really seeming to go up. He's not really seeming to go down. He just stays consistent. The guy makes about $500,000 though, right? From the affiliates and everything else, he's already making $500,000. So Cowboy has about 1,200 subscribers in the first 3 months. Man, if we could get you to 20,000, in the first year, you're making $500,000 just from that. And then, yeah, a year from now, why wouldn't it be $1 million, right? If you can get up to 20,000 followers, you think you'd shoot up to 50,000 a little bit quicker. So again, surprised that Nutty hasn't done it, but
And like it's
I also don't think, again, not to say anything bad about anybody, because I really like Nutty. I really like his style, and he's a much better trader than me.
Nutty.
But I do feel like you are a much better trader than him, for example. I see him having a lot of like $100, $200, $300 days, and then that'll be spread across 20 accounts and stuff like that. If you had 20 accounts where you were making 1,500 like you do most days, that's almost bigger than Patrick's level at that point.
I need you back, Apex.
What's that?
I need you back, Apex.
Yeah, dude,
Take me
Apex.
back.
I know it, man. Especially with that whole, it sounded like anybody that had gotten banned from Apex was going to get a letter like in 2 weeks or something like that saying you're no longer banned. So I was really hoping that you were going to be one of those. Stack Z could be out of peace talks between Israel and Lebanon and Iran. Also, earnings are coming. Stack Z, well, I mean, just starting out, a few people see a bunch of viewers on your stream that will attract organic views. So interestingly enough, man, and I don't know any of this stuff for sure, but when when I got on Patrick's stream, for the BDH thing, he had like 380,000 followers at that time. And he was getting about 26,000 live views every day. He peaked at maybe like 30,000, 32,000. Now he has like, I haven't looked in a while. He's above $1 million. He's like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 something. He's still, interestingly enough, getting the same exact views on his lives that he was getting when he only had the 400. So I was kind of wondering if he fluffed some of his numbers, if he bought some followers. Or what it honestly could be as well is that people are following him now for the lifestyle, like the fishing, the cars, the boating, everything else. And so those just aren't traders. So they're not watching them for the lives, but they're watching them for the content afterwards, potentially. I think Nutty Bar is more of an affiliate than anything. So if I'm being honest, Axie, I feel like that would be me. I mean, I'm doing a lot better. And that, if I'm being honest, 100% honest, guys, right? It's another reason that I started this stream is I was like, listen, I'm going to be sitting here every single day anyways, trying to make the most out of it for myself. So why wouldn't I open up that potential second stream? And that's what I was finding is people like, I mean, Nutty Bar, not as much, but people like, what is his name? Shoot. The Asian guy. What's the Asian trader?
FSP.
Yeah, FSP. So FSP, for example, he makes so much money as a trader, but most of his money is from affiliates as well. And then he also showed me where he'll blow up like 100 or 200 accounts in a month, to then pass 50 accounts. And then those 50 past accounts will end up making him enough money. So he'll spend like 30 grand or 40 grand on prop firm, friggin' evals in a month, which is insane. But then he'll make like 45 or 50. So it makes sense. He's still like 15, 20 net positive, plus the affiliates, plus everything else. So again, phenomenal business, not talking bad about it. What I found is he has so many followers that are just following him, blowing up accounts. Like if you go to his page, you're going to see him blow up 10 accounts a day, which is crazy. So if you're somebody that can only afford one account, how do you know which one of his 10 trades to follow? Is this going to be the blow up account trade, or is this going to be the good trade,
Yeah.
So based on that experience, I'm like, hey, I can talk. You know, people will
Yeah.
watch me talk, you know, and then maybe we can make some affiliate money, and then we can also make money trading, and as we can become a better trader.
When you
we
never
become-
even see his face.
you know, right,
You've never even seen FSP's face.
right. I know it. You just see his cartoon of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, crazy. All right, let's see. I think Nutty Bar is more of an affiliate. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, says Zach C. Well, and honestly, you could say that about very, very loosely about Patrick. Very loosely. And you got to be careful how you say things about him. But same thing. He makes probably, let's say he makes, and again, this is now a year-old information, so he's probably way above and beyond this. But say he made about $500,000 in trading last year. But his take-home last year was $20 million. You know, so if you're making $500,000 trading, but then $20 million is your take home, you're kind of more of an affiliate at that point anyways. Now, admittedly, you're still a trader that made $500,000, so you're still a phenomenal effing trader. But I guess if you weigh out the ratios.
So what are you?
That's what we were saying. I'm an affiliate. I'm a
Are you an affiliate?
I'm a personality.
You're a hobbyist.
I'm a personality, Jackie. I'm a personality. That's the biggest.
Well, damn.
That's the biggest to ever do it, Jackie.
We keep it real over here.
Let's see. Well, don't get into firearms with the devil's lettuce. The YouTube's bloop don't like that. Oh shoot, man. Well, yeah, you haven't the devil's lettuce. You haven't been around us enough, Stexy. We talk about that once in a while. Actually, maybe that's why I got shadow banned, just because I talked about it too much. So 40K on evals every month. What the fuck, says Sexy. Yeah, I mean he's very, very honest about it though, and it's very eye opening. So do go to FSP's channel. And it's maybe like 4 months ago or something like that. He released
the computer and fix my dryer.
He released a video. Yeah. There was just that. It shows the monthly breakdown, and he talks about it's like a 20-minute long video, and he shows the breakdown of everything. Which again, amazing that somebody like that does that. But it shows you exactly how much he spent on evals over like the last 3 months. It was like the worst month was like 40 grand. His best month was like only 15 grand. And then profit-wise, every single month it's between 15 to 25, which is pretty damn impressive. So he's making solid money, but still, that's hard. If you're somebody like Guitar Guy, you know, or just anybody, you know, anybody that you have your one account for that month, and then you follow this guy, and he's just blowing shit up willy-nilly left and right because he found a system that works for him, that doesn't really work for a lot of people. As a trader, Matt is top notch. Yeah, Matt trades. He's great. Pat is killing it in all facets of life. Pat's killing it. Yeah, dude, 100%. 100%. And that was the email that I sent to him too when he asked for like the mentorships. I was like, dude, I want to be like you. Live like Patrick, you know? Like you have the life. You have the life that everybody friggin' wants. Well, just let you boys know you're getting watched on a floating government sat in the middle of an ocean. Don't know how, but you came across in the algo, so I was like, why not? Dude, that's freaking amazing, man. And again, that's why, actually, let me post it up really quick. And get your, actually, I can do yours too. Hold on. 1 second, sir. Ha 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 ha. Copy. Hey, how did you get a vanity Discord, by the way, sir? The research I did showed that you can't get a vanity Discord, and somehow you have a vanity Discord.
I can talk to you about it offline again.
And you also have to. I was about to put your. I was going to copy and paste your link, but I don't even have permission. Invite permission required to add a friend to this server. Ask somebody with invite permission to help. So you gotta if you want to post your Discord on there, sir. But yeah, Gunner, I gotta add it in there, but I gotta add in just a random like non-trading thing so that you can post that photo. I want to see the photo of it. I'll have to use that when I get home. This is a burner account. So we're slowly figuring out that A Gunner is actually in the CIA, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, guys. All right, it's 12:15. We haven't traded in forever. It's been a phenomenally fun day, though. We're up $171 on the day, gang. Good news. Matt said it. Many of these traders buy like 20 accounts, trade them like crazy, 3 to 5 NQ to pass the evals. Once passed, they will do same with some of the accounts to create massive buffers. Yeah, I know it, man. So it's a different concept and theory than I guess what I'm trying to do and create here. Like, for example, I know it's not that impressive, guys, but we've had this account now for like 2.5 weeks. I've had a 2 account in the last 3 weeks. If you've been following me and you've been following my trades, for the last 3 weeks, I've only had 2 accounts, and that is it. One account, admittedly, is blown up now. The other account is at $51,259. So I'm not really taking massive, huge swings and stuff like that. And for the most part, I'm generally speaking, keep myself out of trouble. I'm really learning how to trade well, though, I would think. And I'm being consistent with almost $200 days every single day.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm doing it in a healthy way. Like I'm learning how to trade in a healthy way. I'm not one of those traders that's burning 50 accounts, you know. I've burned 1 account so far this month, and that is it. So hopefully we'll get to the point where the 2 or 3 or 4 accounts that we have in the month, they're all getting passed. And then we're, you know, doing the fundeds and all that other fun stuff and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so you really won't see me take too many scary YOLOs or anything like that for the most part. For the most part, it's usually pretty kind of calculated. Risk is calculated. Blah, 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 blah. That's what everyone says. Just was blessed to do a lot of crazy crap in my life. Now trying to stay home and be humble, says a gunner. And then good news, same 1 payout every month or 2 before blowing the account. Yeah. You know, and then it's just, it's again, it's probably the correct way to do things. Then eventually, I guess it's the slow thing to do. It's the slow way to do things as well. But it should make you a much better trader, that when you're on a much better trader level, like trading Cowboy, then you're passing most of those accounts, and then you start passing most of those accounts a lot quicker and a lot quicker and a lot quicker, because now you're able to scale up correctly, because it's not a YOLO kind of gamble. There's a lot more kind of calculation behind the scaling up correctly, like Cowboy does. All right, that's enough, gang. It's 12:18. I've talked too damn much today. We're signing off. Please, if you've had fun today, like and subscribe. Send it to your girlfriend, your buddy, your wife, your neighbor. Let's see if we can't get these accounts to blow up a little bit. Also, please like and subscribe at The Trading Cowboy. And I'm sure he'll be on again in what, like 5 minutes here, bud?
Yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah, perfect.
Maybe a short day. So
yeah. All right. Well, appreciate you guys to death. Melly, everybody. Hell yeah. Everybody have a
on
really
the
good
flip
day.
side.
Stay green. Yeah, sorry, man. I always freaking talk over you. I get into a roll.
Oh, you're good.
And then I'm just like, bop, 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 bop. And you'll be like, Greg, I'm trying to trade. I just went long. And I'm like, shut up, Cowboy. I'm still talking about this. All right. Love you guys to death. Have a good one. We'll see you again soon.